All right, hello and welcome everyone to Wednesday Night Fights episode 41. I'm your host Bigpapachunk, and helping me out to start on commentary, I have the one and only Beanie Thuggish and the also one and only JJJ. Beanie, how you doing?
I am doing wonderful on this fine Wednesday. It is Win and Freak Out Online Edition, episode 41 for 2023, and it is also the birthday of SoulCalibur 6. Wow.
It is, in fact. We've been playing this game for almost 5 years. I started kind of late. But yeah, and then also, we started, but I know you guys have been playing these games longer than I have. But anyway, yeah. Also, happy belated birthday, Jay.
Oh, I was going to bring that up. Yeah, my birthday was yesterday.
It's very close.
Yo, let's go.
No, let's not go.
Do we not want that number to get any higher?
I'm tired of going.
I feel that. All right. But yeah, anyway, before we get started, I did want to do just a quick acknowledgement of recent news that we heard today. Is that while this is the anniversary of our game that we're celebrating, we're going with this bracket, there was some unfortunate news regarding the passing of a very prominent member of the FGC who went by the name Flo, who, for those of you who didn't know, was actually a pretty prominent figure in the early years of SoulCalibur, especially around SoulCalibur 2. Apparently one of the prominent talkie players of that time. Actually, I think if not the talkie player.
Basically, the SoulCalibur community is always so small that when you talk about somebody who revolutionizes a character, it's basically only one person.
Yeah,
it's fair enough. Yeah, but
he was the American talkie, 100%.
Yeah. So a very, very prominent figure to our game, and not just our game, but the entire FGC. He played Street Fighter. He did a lot of other games and was very good almost at anything he put his hands on. And it's just very sad to hear that he unfortunately has passed away. Being such a really, I never got to meet him, but he sounded like a really cool and hilarious dude. And especially just the videos and clips that I've seen of him, some of the things he says. Him being the quintessential biggest FGC quote, "Don't do it, Justin."
Yeah, that was him.
Yeah,
Please don't FAT right now.
Yeah, he just literally one of the biggest FGC moments in him being don't do it. Well, okay, I guess he's the second one because the other one is "Let's go, Justin."
It's a reference to another one, yeah.
But anyway,
if you guys haven't seen Flo's run of "I Want to Be the Guy," or if you can see that time they had a pre-Evo event, however many years ago it was, of him doing a custom "I Want to Be the Guy" set of stages made specifically by the person who made "I Want to Be the Guy." Those were really fantastic, and those are a lot of fun to watch.
There was a tweet that I had found. Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, I'm just gonna post in the chat of someone who collected all those moments, and I believe the clip to both his Let's Play and then the Evo clip where he played what was the sequel, I guess, of it is the creator made a sequel.
It's the only time that anybody played that version. I never saw it anywhere else.
I don't know. Funny. I'm not sure. But yeah, anyway, it's so it's very, very sad to hear, and again, best wishes to his friends and family who were very close and known to him, and he will definitely be missed. But we do have a bracket to run, and as we mentioned before, this is our anniversary, so we want to try and keep things positive and sort of celebrate his memory by keeping the game going that has been going for 5 years, and that I hope we'll be able to run for a while longer, but eventually we'll be able to change because we're going to get another one, but I'm not going to put my finger on or guess on when that'll happen. But anyway, also this bracket is crazy because we're already over $300 in the Math Torino.
Yeah, the legend will never die. Our souls still burn. Already at $307 in the Math Torino, and only used 8 codes so far because we had a giant donation right up front from Graffiti Souls and a $5 donation contribution from Palm Trees.
So, yeah, now I'm butthurt.
Hey, mother.
Anyway,
I think I've decided for the next handful of months at least, if the tournament meets a certain condition, I will donate. I'm probably not going to do it this time because it's already over $300, but if a certain condition is met at some point in the tournament, then I will donate $10 every tournament for the next handful of months.
Is it like a bingo card?
no, there is one specific condition that has to be met, and then I will do this. But I won't say what it is, and I'll wait until somebody figures it out. And then I will admit that that is the case once somebody figures it out.
Hold on, let me get Konmai in here to talk to you.
Oh my god, look at the time.
Wait, why can't
what's
There we
that?
go.
Oh, I just...
I'm out, got him. Jay is very good, masterful art of just of the Discord exit.
I didn't want
Welcome to the stage of history.
to make it awkward where it's like, okay, I did that bit, but like, you know,
Scoreboard, shit.
like a ridiculously long time.
No, that was that was
do
perfect.
we really need a scoreboard? I think we can just guess, right? We can guess who's winning.
I mean, you kind of already are, but
Yeah, if I don't have the stream open, I have to.
I know
guess,
the score of
right?
every set I've ever watched.
That's insane.
Yeah. Think of can you imagine a set that I've seen? Like, let me know when you have one in your head.
wait. So what you're saying is
that you probably would have seen. You verse. I shouldn't do a set with you. That's not fair.
So what you're saying is you count during sets.
I'm trying to do like an EU set so that it's harder for him to know it.
No, what I'm saying is that I knew the score of the set.
Tira.
I'm trying to. I can't think of one that's not super prominent that you would actually know because I don't watch a lot of like smaller EU events. Damn it.
JJJ versus Triple G.
That's
I
not
knew-
fair. He was in that set.
I know the score of that set. I know the score of the first time, and I know the score of the second time.
The winds fan the
I'm just thinking like, okay, what are one that's have like multiple times? Like, what about key versus skill?
Omega
the score of
DR.
that.
Omega
one?
DR versus Kano PR. Texas Showdown 2019.
Yeah, I know it.
Okay. I'll believe you.
one.
I hope that's all the information you need. Oh, it looks like we're gonna be playing. Who is this?
This is
Toothpaste
This
against
is Toothpaste versus YoRHa.
yeah.
YoRHa on the Tira
YoRHa
right
playing
now.
Tira. That's why it
Yeah.
was very surprising to me. So I assume this is going to be a lot of people walking away.
Yeah, definitely. This is the 4 simulator. Like, who can press 4 more?
I gotta say, I hate to be a stickler so early on in the set, but guys, nobody is punishing Haohmaru's 6-6A yet. It is -12, just like Sophie's is. And especially if you're Gloomy Tira, that's a +6 AA you've got going there. I really
Not
feel
even
like
just
it's
a
worth
+6
punching.
AA. You could also get a 4K if you wanted. 4K is also
Assuming the
I-12
spacing
and
is
knockdown.
correct, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh wow, what a
Ooh,
combo.
yeah.
I like that a lot.
Yeah, that almost rung out of it. Air controlled the wrong way.
Yeah.
Oh, ducking under it. Toothpaste ready for it.
Didn't get a label hit though, I'm kind of surprised. A lot of errant 3Bs going on right now. They haven't really gone punished, so maybe it's much less than just a walking away kind of set. It's going to be a matter of like who's not punishing what. You're also seeing Haohmaru 3A not getting punished, but that one makes sense. It's only -12 and he's crouched, so
Pretty spaced out.
not
Yeah.
really something
Kind of a
that's
lot
important.
harder to punish unless you
I mean,
something
you
like
can
a really
get a
long
2A,
race.
but like
Yeah.
why?
Social
Always
distance
sucks
button at
to
6 feet.
end the very last round in Jolly, so you don't get like the being in Gloomy or the additional kind of stuff. It really seems like out of the two, Toothpaste is definitely the person who is spacing out a lot. He's attempting to try and punish 2-2A, not so much though. GI's at -12. Some SoulCalibur is being played right now.
backstepping. Yeah, this is still a pretty bad spot to be stuck in. Still has not gotten to get into Gloomy. Stuck in Jolly here.
Yeah, I feel like this point, he ended up getting a good 6-6 AA.
There we go.
But I feel at that point, what with the heavy amount of spacing that Toothpaste was going for, I wonder if he thought about, while in Soul Charge, just taunting in order to get into
Still in Gloomy here. This is pretty good. This is a good spot. Yeah, could have won the round right there.
was dead. Oh man, it is all about just trying to space out. It's all about trying to play lane. Now YoRHa's
I
actually going
think
in.
he's
No,
gonna
that's
whip.
not gonna hit.
Yep, he's gonna. Oh, he didn't even whip it. Narrowly misses the punish. 16 frames could have definitely punished that.
I wonder if he thought that he was going. Oh, the 2-2K. I wonder if he thought it was going to whip because
I thought it was
to
gonna
me
whip,
it looked like
too.
it was going to whip.
Uh-huh.
And so maybe that was the issue. So it really seems like YoRHa is not 100% with this new character on what the block punishes are and such. So that definitely seems to be hurting him the most. Really kind of a shame that he tried to go in at the very last moments when he was the one who had the life lead. But that being said, it can honestly be difficult because one of the things that Haohmaru has over Tira, they both have like the two most amazing backdashes in the world, right? But Haohmaru's forward dash is also one of the best in the whole game. And Tira doesn't necessarily compete with that, so he has the ability to go out and in whenever he wants to. Tira kind of more so just on the one side.
Doesn't get to weave through pressure. Doesn't get to weave through pressure exactly the same way. But now, here's one of the super pressure-heavy characters who can play at multiple spots on the screen. Definitely better at long range, but has things to scrap with in close range that kind of feel a lot more powerful versus what Haohmaru wants to do, right? Because of the longer range on their button.
Fantastic tech drive. Also, to be the kind of character that has the ability to get in kind of whenever they want to as well. The amount of backdashing and lameness doesn't really work against aggressiveness necessarily.
Oh, another good duck. That's 2 in a row, just ducking into the big launchers. Gonna be able to get the killer off of the 3v OTG.
Yeah, the first one was just like a duck into a fantastically optimal punish. That one was just straight up like a tech crouch in neutral. That was pretty insane.
I think this is gonna, that's gonna get him almost a second bar of meter already.
Yes, he already has 2 bar. I do feel like the meter... I'm honestly not very impressed with Haohmaru's meter usage kind of in general, so also having a meter advantage on top of it is like a pretty big deal.
Wait a minute now.
There's no way in the universe that's what he wants.
That was definitely supposed to be a soul charge. It had to be a soul charge.
Yeah, it had to be, right? Like, there's no way it could have been anything else. By the way, Haohmaru's original CE, maybe the worst in the whole game. I'm trying to think. And this has been domination for Gold YoRHa so far. Toothpaste has not even gotten an opportunity to play, frankly.
There's the spot on the screen.
Is going to come into play at some point.
This is exactly the spot on the screen that Toothpaste was starting to win with in that first game, right? Just standing right there back in the range 3 area, waiting around for a whiff from YoRHa, and it seemed to work. Built himself a really big life lead here already.
I feel like Toothpaste has now given himself the challenge of make this gigantic comeback whilst only doing moves that are unsafe on block, which I think is kind of funny. It's not really going to matter because this is going to be the ending combo. And so now the question is going to be, is Toothpaste going to change characters? I feel like he could potentially try to go for something like impossible. Maybe he goes with like a Voldo? I don't... Well, I mean, if you wanted to go on easy streak, you could go with Nightmare.
Nightmare. I think Nightmare would probably be the best pick, but sticking with
He went with select a different stage in order to get different music. A very
love that. And still random on the music? Okay, okay.
Now, did they want this kind of stage? I don't know. Toothpaste didn't really do a lot of, like, walking around.
Yeah, I'm not sure if a stage this small really benefits Haohmaru, but it doesn't seem to hurt the way that Toothpaste seems to be playing, right? Not creating so much space, in fact, that you need a giant stage with no walls, but creating space with backsteps pushes your back to the wall, where 2B is relatively dangerous, so not something you really want to do.
I'm willing to bet that they only did it in the sense of so that they could change the music.
For Toothpaste, that checks out. I won't even lie.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, not 3 in a row. I think they're gonna do a third. I think they're gonna do a third. The
second one tracked was kind of insane.
Hey, it was counter hit retracking. Okay, this game's been out 5 years. If you guys don't know about the counter hit retracking, that's not anyone's fault. But
simply because one is aware of something that's ridiculous doesn't make it somehow less ridiculous, but I do understand what you're saying.
You're like, I'm not excusing bad game mechanics, but you're right, I understand bad game mechanics. Ooh, the 4th row.
Slowing it down a little bit further here.
I like that the sidestep doesn't get the knockdown. They definitely wanted that to get some sort of a knockdown, but now just getting rinsed on Oki here over and over. YoRHa creating some really good pressure.
So many opportunities for Toothpaste to try and like mount a comeback, but unfortunately, although Haohmaru is fantastic with his backdash and trying to set up whiff punishes, 2B's strings and moves in general are just so long that attempting to whiff punish them is a nigh impossibility. And we're going to go to 1-1 with Haohmaru's guard gauge already in the yellow.
Yeah, blocking versus this character feels like a trap.
But it's something you have to do. Like, that's one of the main things that 2B has, right?
It's something you have to do, but her buttons are so slow and windy, right? So some of the ranges that you can fight against her at, you can reactively GI, sorry, to some of the things that she's doing on the screen. Yeah, the Street Fighter 6 brainer on.
Wow, and that's going to be the second round. And that was just basically one pop of a soul charge just being right over and over again. So I don't really know if Toothpaste is going to be able to pull off the same kind of thing. They have the meter advantage, but I just okay, well, we're just going to get a heavy slash.
Oh, I like that breaking.
We already have one of the lethal hits on top of things.
Giving YoRHa bar meter to play with here,
but
too. I think that this is basically going to close out that round. Toothpaste putting themselves on set point. Both of them are on set point right now.
Yeah, been bar for bar, 2 to 1 meter, but it is important to note that Toothpaste does have the lethal hits ratcheted up. So that's the Warrior's Focus B and the 236B to eat this. Maybe it's not really going to matter, and he's going to do mono heavy slashes for the rest of the game.
I almost expected them to go for this either. But huge big punish, and that is
100% exactly what they were looking for the entire time. They just wanted to make sure that they got the lethal hit.
I don't know if either of them blocked that round.
One of them didn't have to. So there's that.
Okay, I'm sorry. They blocked specifically for spacing. Not to be hit, right? They blocked to stop their movement so that they would not continue to move backwards to create whip punish situation.
It was a slobber knocker, to say the least. Everybody hit a lot of buttons, and once everybody's hitting a lot of buttons, Haohmaru's buttons hit harder.
Oh, for sure. Especially with those lethal hits stacked up. I think that 2B is going to get most of her impressive damage from something like Soul Charge. But if you're just getting ran over by spacing traps from Haohmaru, where you try to press back and you get whip punished, or you try to press back and you get counter poke constantly over and over, especially in that last round, it's not a good time for her.
Not to mention, I didn't really get the impression that Gold YoRHa was going for the analysis points. So one of the two people was working on the RAM mechanic that they have, and the other one kind of wasn't. That's also one of the disparities that you would have from... I'd be very curious to know why Toothpaste changed the stage. I'd be willing to bet that they did that just so that they could get the music change.
But it worked out regardless.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just curious.
Sometimes the tunes is all you need to change your game plan.
Do you listen to music when you play in tournament?
Do I listen to music when I play in tournament? I haven't played in tournament for a very long time. I've been too busy TOing my locals, but when I did play, yes.
What you listen to?
I'm a big fan of like lo-fi hip hop, like jazzy hip hop, like stuff like trying to think of like it's got to have like an old school New York 90s feel. That's the kind of stuff I rock with.
See, I try my best not to listen to music when I'm playing in tournament, just because I feel like, when it's in tournament, I'm very nervous, I'm very tense, and especially if I lose, I'm very angry. And I don't want those emotions to be associated, especially with the song that I already like.
Okay, yeah, that's fair, that's fair. I think the way I think about it is I am tense and nervous, so I use the music to loosen myself up. I don't use the music to be like, I'm gonna remember this song next time I got RE'd in like neutral and I wasn't ready for it. That's not usually what I think of. Nas, Nas is good. I like Nas.
Something that was kind of crazy happened a little while ago. I got a band recommendation from a date, and a while went by, and I finally looked into them, and they had some mashups and some covers of some stuff that I really liked, and it was really cool. And then I went through some of their older stuff, and there is a song that I have. It's one of my favorite versions of this song that I've ever heard, and it's a song that they put out 15 years ago, and that's when I found out about it. I never found out the artist. I never found out the artist name, and I never so I'm just rediscovering this group that I only heard one song from 15 years ago, and that's just insane.
That's fair. That's actually what happened with a group that I currently listen to, Dilated Peoples. I knew their music, but I didn't know what their name was for the longest time. And then I was like, oh, I vibe with this. And then I saw one song. I saw This Way with Kanye West, and I was like, I know who this group is. I've listened to them since I was a kid.
Dilated Pupils, you said?
Dilated Peoples. Dilated Peoples.
That's going to be a lot easier to search for.
Yes.
You'll have to give me some recommendations for stuff to start with them, and hopefully YouTube will allow me to look through it without watching a million ads.
Yeah.
A million ads is just the current YouTube experience.
I believe I have found a workaround. Ooh. So...
This VOD is going on YouTube. They're going to hear everything you just said. We're all shot. It's over. YouTube, Google's knocking on our door now. Thanks, Jay.
I mean, they don't know what my workaround is. So I think that should be fine.
All the more reason to knock on all of our doors. What did he say? What was the workaround? Did he message any of you?
I don't think YouTube's that strong.
Yeah, you're right. They don't have Nintendo cops. I think
they're probably
Nintendo.
really weak.
Nintendo is actually the scariest. People
No, that's
joke
just
about
the
Cap
Smash
cops.
community.
People joke about like Nam cops and Cap cops, but I don't know. Nintendo cops, they knock on your door over you emulating their game. That's terrifying.
Looks like we're gonna have Lucian versus Legit coming
Yes.
up now. Notoriously, anybody who knows me knows this is my favorite matchup.
That's
for
a
Amy.
joke, right?
And this is gonna be, it's a lot of fun for Amy. She
Okay,
gets
I can feel
her
sarcasm,
run
yeah.
of the table basically at all times, so that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, she's a big fan of playing this matchup on 0 roses, but already getting 1. So luckily, this matchup is already a little more even than it would be normally.
Gets her second one, trying to utilize that 6BB in spots where the opponent is unable to sidestep. Looks like the immediate reaction from Lucian off of A-Slide B on block is to go with the 2-2B. That's not the worst idea in the world, but it can potentially get blown up. But now he's 2 for 3 in a spot like that, and he already has all 4 red roses. It's a pretty
Yeah,
big
round
deal.
1, 4 red roses is huge. This is a big deal for Amy. Even if you lose this round here, it's not the worst thing in the world because of the fact that you at least got those 4 red roses. It looks so hard to punish some of these things on block from Siegfried because of the range that she's usually able to play at.
It also kind of
That's
sucks that seemed like it was unnecessary for Lucian to lose that round. He could have gotten a strong punish in on the base hold A, but it just ended up not working out. Now he does have a pretty significant meter lead, but Legit is actually the person who spends meter first. Kind of surprising. Ooh,
That was fancy. He tried to do something a little
AMSB in a spot like that, and he would have gotten the punish. Now the problem is that, yeah, now you're using the meter, but you're already kind of like in a weak stage positioning, so I really hope that it works out. That roll.
Lucian definitely got lost in the sauce there, trying to get a little fancy with his pasta, and now stuck at the ring edge versus the giant sword that is Siegfried, and gonna take that round once again. Legit, just kind of clutching these out, using that meter earlier than expected, but somehow still able to use it effectively.
Yeah, using the meter earlier, but also where he decided to use the meter in terms of stage positioning was a big deal in deciding how that match ended. Because once Lucian was the person who ended up spending bar, it was in like a terrible stage position where he didn't really get any kind of momentum. And that really
He just did it twice. Man, I love Siegfried players.
Yeah, Lucian,
He did
I think,
reverse
could have
that whole
gotten a
game
4A.
twice.
I really hope he spent bar here. It's going to need to do a lot of work, and unfortunately you're dealing with bar for bar, so it's just not really going to work out as
And
well.
a guard crit, I think that's just gonna kill it. Yeah, that is death. Wait a minute.
Oh,
Is
wow,
he not
that's
dead?
scaled.
Scaling! Okay, so
Critical
wasn't
edge, huh? I don't know so much
the
about that.
Wasn't the optimal combo of that guard crush just 3B counter hit?
Maybe 6B?
A plus B?
Or maybe he
Maybe
doesn't have the
6B.
time. I'm actually not all that familiar with
Legit do a
Siegfried
good
guard
combo
crushes,
and
despite the
possibly
fact that I do have a Nest rank Siegfried.
I think knowing one guard crush combo is enough to get you to the highest rank of the game if you have
I don't.
If you
I
have
don't
really good
think that.
fundamentals.
I don't think that. I know it for sure.
yeah, I mean you made it with almost every character in the
There
game.
you
I
go.
have like 5 characters.
Yeah, the difference in the meter usage, I think, was kind of the tail of the tape in that first round. We'll see what ends up happening here. Should never. Wow,
amount
you are
of
so
guard
lucky. That
damage.
should not have worked out. Just in case you guys don't know, never reversal edge
Oh my
post GI
God.
against Amy. Both options.
He's got a
typically
really
beat it.
thick sword. Jesus. So what I was gonna say is actually even taking the hit there off that reverse ledge, guard gauge damage is acquired. You get guard gauge damage for hitting your opponent with the reversal edge. So he's basically just taken Lucian's guard gauge already down to yellow in this first round.
Yeah, we only have 2 red roses so far, so not really a whole lot. Plus, we're at a meter disadvantage, but that's not really the
Doing
biggest
it
thing in the
again.
world. I really like this. Always spending meter in a place where the opponent does not have the ability to spend
To
it
spin the
back
meter
is a pretty
back,
big
yep.
deal. Trying to get now, it didn't necessarily work all that well, but I do think it was a good idea.
Yeah, you don't want your soul charge or CE mitigated by another bar of meter that either does the same amount of damage or mitigates your damage gain.
Okay, we're in yellow
There's
at
that
this
guard.
point.
Yeah.
Every 6A on block into the sideboard B doesn't work. I
Oh,
believe.
no!
Oh man. he specifically rolled himself in a position where the stage positioning was not in his favor, and once again, not really getting the opportunity to spend any kind of meter, and that's pretty killer.
Does have the 4 roses though here, and already built himself a serviceable enough life need that now Lucian can kind of play on the more defensive if he would like to. But how do you think that Amy does defensively versus Siegfried when you have roses and elite? Like, do you still continue to try to play defensive, or do you do the offensive pressure that Lucian just got away with there?
Both characters at an optimal level are forced to play defensively in a matchup like this, which tends to be why Siegfried plays the victor, because two of the main things that you get when you have red roses are AAA and 4AA, which both still lose to the situation that you're kind of seeing legit attempting to do, and he seems to be wrong like basically each time. And that's kind of a big deal, that he's getting 2-2-Bs off of these each time. Is he dead? Oh, wow, it stole the meter! He got B6B to beat a soul charge activation in order to get the round. What a stinky way to end it. Look at that, that's so killer.
Do you know Jimbo's quote? Do you know the quote?
What Jimbo quote?
The Siegfried is for babies.
Yeah,
are you familiar?
Look, I try to be as unbiased as possible.
No, I was just asking if you knew the quote. I was just asking if you knew the quote. I wasn't referring to anything that's going on
fully
the
aware.
screen. You know,
I'm fully aware of the sentiment Jimbo is attempting to convey with such a message.
I'm not referring to anything that happened on the screen. I'm just asking
if
you know a legendary quote.
Out of the two of us, I'm the one that's most heavily not referring to anything that happened on the screen.
I'm being called out.
I'm just saying, just don't kid a kidder. God, I hate that match.
Yeah, I was just like, anyways, I think that soul charge steal was really fucked up.
That's pretty killer. That's not Siegfried versus Amy related, you know, obviously.
That's just a real
tough situation. Once again, I think overall, both matches, the main thing that was really keeping Lucian from gaining any sort of traction was the difference in the meter usage, the difference in utilization of the stage positioning, and the fact that I think every 6A hold on block went into side hold B and it worked like every time.
Yeah, not being ready for... Lucian did a good job of not dealing with the lows too frequently from reverse side hold, but getting hit by the mid every time feels pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, you know, in spots like that, you just have to be more active. Like, trying to actively defend yourself against 6A hold into the mix, just straight up, like, guessing on the block. If it's not working out, it's not a matter of just guessing better. You just have to go with other options. You have to be more aggressive against 6A hold, actually try to, like, mash against it, step duck against it, reversal edge against it. There are plenty of other options other than just simply guessing the mid-low mix.
Yeah, I think some people rely too much and think about too much on defense blocking when there are so many other things that matter when it comes to defense, right? Active defense, especially in a game like SoulCalibur, something that has guard crush, is so important.
Yeah. The absolute worst thing that one can do against Amy, for example, is just to simply stand there and attempt to block the mix. You get so little reward versus the kind of reward that Amy is going to get on that sort of thing. You're just playing into her game, and Lucian kind of played into the game against legit in that situation.
Yeah, backstep, attempting of a sidestep, GI, RE, soul charge, mash. I'm not saying that you should mash. I'm not saying you should mash.
I'll say that you should mash. Against but, like, I think it is it's a risky option, but a reasonable option against Siegfried just going 6A hold on block. I think, especially if Amy has red roses, you have a potential reward of getting AAA counter hit, and that's a big deal. You know, if the Siegfried player then starts jamming 6AA, 6AB, just going the rest of the string, yes, it will lose, but the fact of the matter is you've changed it up. You've adapted a losing situation into something that may just be different. And variety for variety's sake is a benefit in most fighting game situations you find yourself in, especially if you're the one that's losing.
Yeah, why give your opponent only one option to think about? Crowd their mental stack. Make it harder for them.
Beanie, I have a question for you.
What is the question?
we wait for the next match. This is something that I talked about on, I'm going to say 2 or 3 streams ago. I just happened to be just abstractly talking about stuff in general in this game, and I started having kind of like a 2-hour-long conversation with the people who were in my stream, and it was based around
with yourself, fair.
It's based around the best moves / move in the game. And the kinds of moves that I would like, the kind of criteria that I was going over would not include moves that involve some sort of a ramp mechanic, moves that don't necessarily involve meter or anything, just straight up neutral moves. And the list that I kind of went over with my stream chat included moves like Amy 3A, X22B, Hilda C5A, Voldo 22A, Yoshi 3A, and Yoshi 6A plus B. Now, whether you agree with that list or not, that's a conversation we can have if you want. But something else that I thought was a little bit interesting was some of the other moves that I thought about adding were Cervantes 3B.
I'm glad you said it.
Cervantes 3B and Talum 6K. Now, there's an obvious difference between those 2 moves versus
and the
rest other
of the
moves that I
list.
explained.
Mm-hmm.
And so the question I mean to pose is there such a thing as a reward high enough for a move where the fact that it is unsafe gets balanced out and it can still be considered
absolutely
one of the best moves?
That is why I was gonna, as soon as you said Cervantes 3B, I was like, oh, thank God he's not brain deficient. Thank goodness. Because a minus 12
I think it's
punish,
a reasonable question. I think it's a reasonable question.
It is, yeah. A minus 12 punish versus the 81 damage, 82 damage you take versus...
minus 14 to be fair.
Minus 14 max based. What are you getting minus 14?
Well, at Amy, nothing. But I just mean to, for the sake of fairness, I want to really try to go over the fact that
risk versus reward
these 2
on a
moves
move
do
like
have
that.
a level of risk,
Uh-huh.
but they do get you, other than Yoshi 6A plus B and X22B, they do get you a higher reward than the other
every
moves that were on the
move you
list.
Yeah.
So, at one point, what is the threshold in amount of damage?
So,
and if you think about it, in neutral
loss
situations, Talum 6K is not actually netting you that much damage. It's netting you some damage with evasion and a large amount of frame advantage. So there's even an argument to say, we're not even netting a whole lot of damage in these spots. I'm not including walls and stuff, obviously.
Itself, yeah.
And so, how does one calculate the reward that a character gets to try and counteract the fact that the move is unsafe?
So,
it's a
loss aversion
argument.
Loss aversion. Psychologically here, the way it works is most of the time, say I were to offer you a bet, right? The bet is, hey, we bet $10. If you win, you get $20. Most people would only start that bet if they're going to make double, right? But I think when it comes to fighting games, the risk reward is skewed even higher than that. I think it's something like 300%. Not 300%, 200% rather than 100% gain, right? So the thing that you're taking with something like a Cervantes 3B, if you're wrong and it gets blocked, is an I-14 punish when most characters aren't doing more than, let's say, 30 damage, 45 damage from an I-14. Reasonably, I'm sure most characters aren't getting more than that.
Yeah.
Cervantes, if he hits you, is getting almost 80 damage, if not 80. I feel like that's worth it. That's the coin flip for $10 or $20.
It is also important to note that both of those moves that we just described are also vertical, which is a weaker version of a move as compared to most of the other moves that were on the list.
That's like saying that
it loses. So Cervantes 3B loses minorly to getting blocked, but it also loses heavily to getting stepped in a way that the other moves do not.
I was going to mention X22B is a lot of characters can actually reliably backdash it, and then you can get a punish.
See, I would argue that when you say reliably, I would argue.
I don't
that
mean she's right in your face when she
more
starts.
Difficult.
I mean from a reasonable spacing where most people are actually trying to play neutral from, not like breathing on you as the little Chinese
we can
girl.
agree it is more reliable to sidestep Cervantes 3B than it is to backdash X's 2-2B. Now, I get it, we're talking about SoulCalibur verticals, like,
now,
they
think
catch
about
sometimes.
the amount of damage you get without meter. Think about the amount of damage you get on that 2-2B from X compared to the amount of damage you get from Cervantes' 3B.
Right. And they both do very similar things, because, based on the threat of those two moves, is why you see X and Servi players grabbing so much. So, they're very similar in that regard.
I will make you slow down, stop what you're doing, and start ducking. It's time to start ducking. I'm gonna walk up to you and make you start ducking. And then when you do, a 2-2A hits you. I mean, a 2-2B hits you. Yeah, it's 60 damage. I don't like it. I'm not a fan. But like 3B hits you instead from Cervantes, and you're like, ow! I lost almost half my health bar.
Yeah, highest damage non-meter 3B in the game. But yeah, that's just an interesting question of how we personally balance risk and reward in terms of trying to categorize best moves in the game. But if you want to talk about, look, I gotta say, I feel like the reason why we don't talk about Servi all that often anymore is because nobody's really playing him at the moment.
We see significantly less Servi. I still think
I
he's a really strong character.
Man, I still feel like the character is top 5. This is another conversation that I had where a lot of characters in a lot of situations in the game in general is all about trying to cheat out in certain situations, right? That's Amy's whole thing, is just cheating because they have the threat of the parry. Geralt, his whole thing is just trying to cheat out because of the parry and his armor moves. Zas is cheating all the time. But I mean to say, as in to say that in terms of frame advantage, in terms of the frames, they typically don't have the ability to take turns the way that they do, but because of the threats they have with other moves, you have to worry about cheat out. Yeah, you're right. Just trying to cheat out in certain situations. No character in the game kills you harder for trying to cheat.
Servi has some of the best things to stop people from trying to backstep, trying to sidestep. He's got really good frame advantage on those things that do that. I don't know. I think that when people
backdash into IGDR, sidestep into 3B, 2A plus B just whenever. These moves will kill you if you're just trying to eke out just a little bit of a cheat in a handful of spots. And so you're forced to play like an absolute cleanest of gentlemen whenever you're playing against Servi.
In a game where other characters are trying to cheat, including Servi. So when you're playing like a clean gentleman, you get that
playing
gusto
clean.
Of
You're
he's
like,
still
okay,
cheating under the
so
table.
We're both,
he's dealing
we're
cards
both
to himself.
deciding, yeah, let's just play like a really clean match. And Servi's like, no, you're doing that.
You're playing clean match. I'm dealing cards to myself under the table.
I'm doing stuff like 2-way on whiff in the middle of the screen, and then doing backdash. So if you try to whiff punish the 2-way, you're getting IGDR. So now in an effort to beat 2-way on whiff into backdash, you start running up to me. Now you're getting wall rising aid. And I'm doing this all the time, and there's nothing you can do about it. I feel like people underrate Cervantes at this point. I also love the fact that I didn't talk about his wall pressure at all, or the fact that he can go off the wall in the most uninteractive thing in the entirety of SoulCalibur 6.
Yeah, I think that his way of creating or forcing an honest neutral game while also trying to cheat among the hardest characters in this game is really, really messed up. Kind of the same thing that Hilda can do, but not nearly as powerfully.
Not as heavy hitting, yeah.
Yeah.
Or at the very least, she needs charges and regalias in order to do similar damage that Cervantes does without those kinds of things.
Speaking of cheating, we have Manta and Zeph on the screen. Two people that are very solid at stealing as many turns as possible in the neutral game.
Yeah, it's all about the spacing in terms of that. So the larger the amount of space, the better for Manta. You're going to see a lot of turn stealing once Xephukai is up close, but when you have these kinds of odd neutral type situations, if Manta can force certain blocks into what we just saw, a 66B lethal hit, suddenly we're not really going to get to see X really taking a lot of turns at all. In fact, most of this has just been Manta so far.
Yeah, Manta's been doing a great job of staggering his pressure to a sense where it's really hard for Xephukai to try to poke back with stuff, right? Getting run counter there, trying to back away and getting hit by that 5BB.
He is already in yellow guard gauge, by the way. That we are definitely talking about. Oh, I'm kind of surprised that a 2-way was the only thing that we could have gotten. But okay, this is exactly where Xephukai can suddenly make a big turnaround here.
And there he goes!
Oh my god! wait, I thought that's a
That's
a
not
high?
a high. I mean, that's not a mid.
Am I dumb?
I thought that was a mid too.
In what universe is that a high?
I thought it was a mid. Is that
Maybe
just
I'm
like
dumb.
a maybe it's a Voldo thing?
That really didn't look like a Voldo thing. He looked right fucking there. Like, I don't know what happened. That was... Well, in any case, Manta ends up getting it. A very unfortunate wall combo, not allowing Zeph to try and take out that round. But again, Xephukai with already a pretty decent amount of guard gauge, like, Manta could potentially take this if he gets to do Voldo Soul Charge things and just force a guard crush. Though that's not really going to happen if Zeph blocks with his face the whole time.
Yeah, trying to roll around, create a space where he's...
No,
I think he blocked
great.
it. Oh, he GI'd it! What a
GI'd.
gamer! What a fucking
Manta's
gamer!
one of those guys that whiffs into GIs like an absolute jerk.
Shoutouts to Hyrule Hero Joe. He does the same.
Yep. My statement stands.
he said like an absolute jerk.
Yeah. Alright. There were 3
trying
bars.
to run in and immediately pressing a
It's
button.
important to note there were 3 bars spent in that, like, last 10 seconds of that round.
And I think it was well spent on the side of Manta.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Guard Crush kind of gone at this point, but 2 rounds. Ooh, gets a good lethal hit here. Probably doesn't want to
calling out
spend
the
the meter.
Yeah, I think putting him into a situation where now you have 2-2B into CA is really good.
See, I just want to mention, like, a small thing here. This is one of the weaknesses of Xianghua that I feel doesn't get talked about a lot. So many other characters could have spent bar in that situation off of the sort of... I'm sorry, I had to interrupt myself.
Yeah, that was
coolest
amazing.
punish I've ever seen in
That
my
was
life.
tight. The backstep plus jump on that was amazing.
2-2B. He did 6-6-3-2B or 6-6-9-8B in order to get the tech rush on the 2-2B
That was
out
awesome.
of the high. That was really cool. Steals a bar as well. Everybody, you know, don't worry about what I was saying before. That was really cool.
what he was getting at is Xianghua's meter usage outside of CE is pretty dastardly. It's not the best. So because of that, that means there's a lot of situations where normally other characters will be able to spin meter to create a bigger life lead or win the round that Xianghua just can't do. Which is such an odd concept. Yeah.
Yeah, people don't take advantage of the fact that the character has to spend meter in very specific ways, which allows you to, in situations like this, meaning when we had 2 bars of parity, both players, Manta could have been spending meter a lot quicker without being worried about, like, a soul charge back. You see, now he's in a situation where he's dead to the next CE, basically, so he really has to make something big happen with this soul charge, and going unsafe is really not the way to go. So yeah, it looks like Zeph is just gonna, like, mash this out, and the second he
trying to
gets a
build
bar,
that bar of meter.
yeah, and
There
now
it
it's
is.
it. So now you can't make any mistakes, and this is really where it becomes very
I think
difficult.
Manta's
Now,
gonna-
you can win on the selfie.
Menta's gonna whip punish
Oh
something.
my
gosh!
god, Zeph! You got hit by it? This move's like 30 years old, dude.
I feel like we're all over 30, so sometimes you just get hit by that.
I never get hit by that move.
I believe you.
You have a lot of faith in me.
Or I was being sarcastic.
Well, I'm gonna go with the optimistic one. A 66B lethal hit to start Manta up on this match yet again. Both times now, it seems like Manta's really been in the driver's seat, but now we've got the wall. Now we're in a situation where Manta is in a rough spot.
Oh, trying to mash
Not
through that.
happening,
Definitely
No,
wanted
you
to.
can't.
And I think that he's alive here. Gonna have to hold one more mix-up Manta, trying to go for the crazy things there.
I knew it.
What is he doing?
I was
What is
just
he
about
doing?
to say, I'm 100% sure that Manta's trying to come up with some way to
What was
do
he cooking?
CE here.
What was he cooking? Do you know what he was cooking by any chance? Was it like
Bullshit,
a delicious
that's what he
chicken?
was cooking up. No, it wasn't delicious at all. Ooh, did you see that? Man, so many of these whip punishes on Xianghua 3A have been so fantastic. He's covering for, like, the stance changes. He's not going for, like, the super ambitious 66B every time. I'm really liking something like Manta really seems prepared for this matchup. Understandably so. It's like one of the most common ones he has to deal with, but still.
Making some of the neutral tools from Xianghua look a lot more lackluster than they normally are, right? 3A is something that people think is very strong on Xianghua, but
well, it is. It's just not in terms of space, and that's the
Yeah.
whole thing with Voldo, right?
Especially when he's back down like this. Ooh,
No, I like it. Yeah, he's dead.
I was gonna say, doesn't he have a combo here that kills without having to spin that meter? But you know,
I
kill
don't
him
believe
anyway.
so.
Oh
Wow,
no! Oh no! Okay.
Oh, that was so scary. That's like the exact worst position to be against Xianghua with a bar.
You see that she has a bar, and you're like, oh god, I spin mine. Oh god, I spin mine.
And
Nice.
you're just like, I
composure
can't
from
make a
Manta.
single mistake. Like I can't make a single mistake in a spot like this.
Oh, that's really bad. Huge damage. and push towards the wall here, already almost giving Zeph his second bar of meter here.
I do appreciate how Zeph is trying to keep very calm and controlled, not trying to overextend against Manta when he's on the ground. That's always the hardest thing when it comes to the evasion that Voldo is able to pull out and just slippery slide his way out of certain situations. And so I like the way that Zeph is just playing this very awkwardly timed series of pokes, keeping Voldo on his feet, which is really where he's at his weakest.
Ooh, I think this is a pretty ill-advised soul charge here. Seems kind of early to use this.
Seems desperate for sure.
Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Oh, and here we go. Now he's in that range where if he whiffs anything.
Yeah, this is... Okay, it's very difficult.
Oh! Manta?
No way.
Manta.
Wow, the 3A? Gee whiz. He has been really clutching out some of these rounds. He still has a meter disparity. But it's
for how much longer? For how much longer? Already gonna go into the
it seems like he wants to end it right here, right now.
Oh,
wait,
I think that's gonna whiff. Yeah, you can't do that.
Why did he do a CE, though? That's so odd. Did he actually just react to the RI whiffing? That's probably what happened.
It was late enough that he could have. Oh, God.
Yeah,
I think he just wins.
No, I don't think he's dead just yet.
Oh.
Yeah, even if he got the combo, I don't think he's dead just yet. So I still feel like we're in a little bit of a neutrally type of situation. Ooh, the tech up AA, so rude from Zeph. See, now here we go. Here's the situation: 2-2B grab or CE.
And there goes the final poke that's needed. Doesn't even need the CE. Just runs in and calls him out, trying to back roll into buttons there.
The threat of the CE is enough to really make a Voldo hesitate in a spot like that. That's when you start really seeing 2-2B's value. That's when you really start seeing the infinite amount of safe mids that X can throw out there that makes it so difficult to feel comfortable doing anything.
And Xephukai starting off this round extremely fast, building a kind of like one of those leads that it seems like is insurmountable, but Manta's been making it work so far. Let's see if he can make one of those miracle comebacks happen again.
Yeah, it seems like Zeph just suddenly realized at the beginning of the third game that Voldo's ability to deal with X3B is basically nothing. And so it looks like he's finally... Now, once again, just as we were saying, Manta launching this gigantic comeback does not get the mid, but gets the second high. Wowee. And gets a yellow guard gauge on top of that, along with a meter advantage. That was crazy. And now we're forcing Zeph to watch the replay? That's hilarious.
Manta's protagonist armor is insane. This guy should definitely be the star of his own anime. Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Can you imagine an anime with Voldo as the main protagonist?
No, I mean Manta specifically, but sure, yeah.
Can you imagine Manta dressed up as Voldo being the protagonist of an anime?
I don't know how
now everybody's imagining it, and this is exactly what my goal was for commentary today. Goodbye, everybody.
One of the few goals of JG is make everyone uncomfortable for a small second.
I have so few goals.
Oh my gosh, that's gonna kill.
The traditional back turn A into back turn A as the ending combo as the camera shifts around, putting Manta at 2-0 for this last game. Now X is not going to be anywhere close to building the amount of bar that she may need for the comeback factor.
May I just say,
going to spend the bar.
I love that GI he attempted there. Right? I don't think he attempted that GI because he thought he would hit. I think he attempted that GI to see if he could steal a bar of meter out of Xephukai now, early in this lead, so he wouldn't be able to sit on 2 bars if he potentially is making a comeback. I think that's what that was for. Oh, he's dead.
A very traditional, a very classic Voldo situation at the very end of this set, where Voldo is on the ground. This is a meaty attack for every other character in the entire game, but it's not against Voldo. If he has the ability to roll back, he's going to be able to and get any kind of whiff punish that he needs. Zeph was handling that kind of situation beautifully, other than right at the very end where he got a little bit desperate. But I gotta hand it to Manta's ability to counterplay 3A from X. I thought that was just fantastic. That's a kind of counterplay that you really don't get to see all that often. 66B whiff punishes, 2BB whiff punishes, getting that forward dash into 2-2B whiff punish to get, use the tech crouch window under the second hit of 3AK. Very impressive stuff, and I think that's one of the main reasons why Manta looks so comfortable in that matchup, despite the fact that, frankly speaking, who could have asked for a worse stage for Voldo in a matchup like this? And still able to maintain that level of space and get out of the terrible stage positioning situations as much as he could. Very impressive stuff.
Yeah, also spinning a lot of his Oki situations significantly better than Xephukai, right? I think that whenever he made Oki happen, he made sure to get as much damage on the ground as he could before Xephukai could get up to kind of snowball that life lead and make it harder for him to regain that life without having to spin meter, right? Something like a CE.
Yeah.
Also, let's not forget the Matcherino may be at over $300, but there are still 24 codes remaining, and you can make that number higher. Well, the number of codes will go down, but the amount in the prize pool will go up. I had to use my brain very hard to figure that out.
Yeah, you don't want to make the number of codes.
There's no doubt
left
about
go
it.
up.
Like you
Don't take
press
your
the
codes
button
back.
for the code, and you're gonna make the Matcherino number go higher.
Yeah, don't make the codes go back up. Don't rescind the codes. If you've already used them, continue to use them. As a matter of fact, it'd be cool to see all those codes get used up, just in honor of this week being the 5th birthday of SoulCalibur 6. Wait, is it 5th birthday or 6th? 5th, right?
5th birthday.
5th.
Okay, I thought so.
2018.
Dang, I'm so bad at years now. I don't know. Is this just a sign of getting older?
No, I'm really great with them, so I don't know what's going on with you.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Name a year.
2017.
So you don't seem that bad at it.
Wait, I thought you were gonna tell me cool things that happened in 2017.
That was 1 year before SC6 came out.
It's so true. That was the year of the SC6 showcase at Texas Showdown, the exhibition. That was a cool little exhibition.
Texas Showdown Showcase.
That was the year
You remember that?
Konmai cried.
You guys are doing a lot of alliteration right now. Showdown Showcase, Konmai cried.
Yeah, Konmai.
Alliteration, because I don't know how to read.
Just like Jared.
A merchant ship replete with riches
From
attracts more chaos
Subway?
than customers.
From Vine.
Fight me.
There's
We
a
don't
fucking
like wrong
throwback.
We don't really talk about the guy that I was talking about.
Yeah, I was like, that seems like an awkward person to bring up. I'm confused.
That's it.
Whoa. Who's
As if he
who?
couldn't have had more problems. I assume this is Toothpaste.
Toothpaste? Hwang? Okay, then the names are just backwards for.
Yeah, I messed up.
I was like, wait a minute, did TheGreatDreamer just throw us for a loop here?
Hwang versus Haohmaru. Maybe one of the least played matchups I've ever seen.
Insane, because these are both DLC characters, right? So you expect the paid characters, the characters you literally have to pay for to be more popular, but I guess not.
Well, late DLC characters, especially with regards to Hwang. If you're
Last
talking
one,
about a
right?
character that was announced during the quarantine, then it's going to be tough, right? Oh, wow. You know, like a full cancel, goes with the full combo. Tries to go for the force block. We'll see who ends up getting the last hit.
Ducks
We
into
guessed
the lightning
incorrectly.
bolt.
That pulls in?
Well, no, not really. That's just what happens when it kills.
Yeah, you know how the kill animations have funny funny physics? Yeah. Ooh, very nice from TheGreatDreamer.
Dates of when Haohmaru was initially released. Already, Toothpaste at -3. Decides to go for the bar to try and come up with a...
Oh, that was sick. Doesn't get anything off
I've
the bar. I
never
do
seen
like
that
taking the
before. That's
space.
hilarious.
Taking the space there feels really good. Now you just kind of put that into Toothpaste's head that this is not a free option as long as it's reactable from that range.
That's a level of preparation you really don't get to see from this character. Oh man, he got a... Toothpaste got a 3B, post 6B on block, and I very much doubt that's what they wanted to go with.
Yeah, maybe something like a 6B would have made a lot more sense.
Well, 6B on block in the Warriors focus, you can just 2A Haohmaru out of it without much of an issue. It's an auto GI here.
Waiting around, just trying to use something relatively safe to close out the round, and finally gets it. Toothpaste putting himself in the lead here, putting himself in the lead.
Fully optimal block punish on top of that. It's one of the difficult things about dealing with Toothpaste when you got Haohmaru, one of the only people that's probably fully prepared for Haohmaru frame data, right?
Yeah, Toothpaste and Jimbo are going to be the only characters who are like, I know exactly what your character does.
This guy just went -10 into heavy slash. That's pretty rough. Ooh, the string takes out the bar. That's a very big deal on Haohmaru's side. Will they decide to spend? Okay, they decided to spend it.
I think Dreamer wants this.
Oh, wow.
Trying to stay alive here.
Going in here. Yeah, you can actually GI that.
I like the stagger, not immediately going for an option, but now it looks like Toothpaste should be able to close it out with the lightning bolt.
Lightning Storm. Be specific.
The only thing I call Storm is that thing Rashid does in Street Fighter 6. His level 2 super, I call it Racism Storm, and people.
Oh, you don't call any of Storm's stuff from
Nope.
MVC 2 or 3 Storm?
Nope, just their other moves. They're totally other. Ice Storm. It's not Ice Storm. It's Ice Rain. I don't know what it is, but Racism Storm is real. That's what he says. No one will ever convince me otherwise.
Point taken. I guess I will simply believe you.
How do you feel about this stage?
I think that makes sense. I think as a defensive character, Haohmaru would want a stage like this. Long range versus mid range. Now, whether GreatDreamer is playing the matchup that way is a different conversation.
Hasn't been running away much, right? It's been taking this lead where they can get it and just staying as close to Toothpaste as possible. Maybe to just force a lot of decisions and maybe crowd their mental stacks. But right now, it looks like Toothpaste is the one winning in all those decision making. Oh my gosh!
That was supposed to be the last hit off of like the wall bounce, but there was like a little bit of gargoyle situation going on there. Gotta say, every time Toothpaste has had the ability to go for a mid-low in that mix-up, they've gone for the mid and it's worked every single time. GreatDreamer needs to really stop ducking into Lightning Storm. It's the heaviest option that Hwang has in that spot.
Yeah, just trying to keep it safe with the mids there and closes it out. 3 to 4 mids in a row, waiting around for the defensive option, calls it out with a sidestep into the 3B.
Really seems like the second game is all Toothpaste, stealing yet another bar that was almost an additional wall bounce, but potentially getting a reverse here. Nice step duck. Toothpaste really seems fully in control at this point.
I'm wondering what Dreamer would do to be able to turn this around here, because you're definitely not getting a reverse Reno. That's not something that Toothpaste is going to give you here.
Just playing it a little bit more solidly and being recognition of like the frames that are going on is going to be potentially playing more lanely and like spacing out a little bit more would be another way to go as well.
I like this. Oh, I was going to say, I like the idea of just playing it safe and not immediately going for the re-GI multiple times, but that's going to take it.
Very flashy stuff. It's just a matter of whether GreatDreamer can actually keep it up the entire time. Because the more you do this, the more talismans that are going to be used, and so the less amount of meter and life Toothpaste is going to have for the next round. So much moving around against Hwang's stances. That's kind of a big deal, too.
6B, yeah, nice. Just trying to call out an option.
Being pretty awkward at the moment. Just
one thing
going for the heaviest possible string, and that's going to do a weight. Is that okay?
Yeah,
I didn't know if it had enough of an aerial hitbox.
It goes pretty high up there. It's not short.
This victory
No, it's not.
is for my homeland.
But yeah, definitely seems like Toothpaste eventually figured it out.
Go.
Yeah, definitely one of the, if I'm real, one of the matchups that you just hope to not run into when your character is one that Toothpaste is one of the most proficient with.
Well, I mean, what are you going to do, right? I feel like that's almost kind of like a SoulCalibur specific, well, not SoulCalibur specific, but like small game specific obstacle.
Yeah,
you're
going to
imagine that
run into
more
a lot of
popular
players.
games, you're going to run into a lot of players playing that type of character a lot.
Oh, next is going to be Feremuntrus versus Legit. This is a matchup that for a long time I was not a super huge fan of. I thought that basically Siegfried mitigated everything Zos wanted to do on the screen until I realized that while Siegfried is trying to mitigate everything Zos is doing on the screen, Zos can then do his other powerful things, which I'm going to keep it a stat. His verticals are really fucking strong.
I do also want to mention that it's kind of a big deal to see that it's Feremuntrus against Legit specifically, and seeing double Florida man in here.
Yo, let's go. That means that they can't blame, I guess they have the same amount
Oh, they can.
flag for the server.
They can and will. It's one of the great things about Parsec, right? Your connection, good or bad, only affects yourself.
All right, that's it, everyone. Time to move to California.
I don't think.
I don't
don't think more people need to do that.
You're like, please don't, please don't,
I
please
don't
don't.
recommend that. Do not recommend.
They're in a drought.
Are we?
You guys are currently in a drought?
Are we? I don't even know.
I feel like it's just safe to assume at any point that that's the case.
There was like a
we're in a drought.
Yeah, there was like a 3-year period where we were just in a drought, and then eventually all of a sudden I was allowed to flush my toilet again. But
Love that for you.
If you did flush your toilet during the times that you weren't allowed to, what would
Did
happen?
someone just knock on your door?
gunshot.
Would you get
straight
put
gun to the
in
face.
toilet jail?
That's what happens if I eat the wrong foods without fiber. And then I can't flush, which makes it even worse.
Oh man. Got to build an outhouse outside of the apartment complexes of the major metropolitan areas.
No, but I don't actually think we've been in a drought for a while. We're in constant danger of fires.
Forest fires.
Yeah, literally anywhere. But that's like most of the West Coast in general. No, main reason I don't recommend it is just because in California you either have to live in the middle of nowhere or you have to pay $4,000 for a garage to live in.
That's sick. The California prices aren't even that bad. He just said $4,000 for a garage. I think he may be being hyperbolic. It's probably something like $1,300 for like a garage. But I pay like $500 a month.
Well, Toothpaste is saying for fiber, so like, you know, to make sure that your regular onset toilet. That's the thing that's not.
Yeah, I thought you guys were talking about prices of like places.
No, Toothpaste really likes talking about poop.
I believe it's probably more so food and the things that go into your body. But
yeah,
sure.
you know that's what poop is, though, right?
That is one of the processes in which
Were
is
you
created. Yes.
not familiar with that concept?
I didn't know what my poop was. I had no clue. I thought it was all talkable all the time.
Why
is someone else getting hit by reverse side hold B?
Yeah, it seems like legit has figured out that the entirety of.
Oh my gosh! Oh no!
Yeah, you can't bet on a mid in a spot like that. Like, you really. I mean, he doesn't have a low that, you know, is scary in a spot like that, so it's like a nightmare kind of
not
thing.
again!
Wow.
Are you
6A
fucking
hold
serious?
into side hold B is just free for the entirety of Wednesday Night Fights, huh?
I want someone to block it once. Just once. Oh, that's what I mean, right? Whenever Siegfrieds are going for things like base hold or twirl, trying to use like trying to beat horizontals, right? At some point, you just start using your big verticals, which completely blow up these options and leave Siegfried in really bad positions where now they're at the tip of your sight to have to deal with that same situation again. Oh, that was unfortunate.
Man, AA on hit into A-slide B by Siegfried was a little bit of a ballsy move. Both of them, I really get the impression that they want to show each other up. Okay, so we actually did get a block and a proper punish. So that's a pretty big deal. Legit, once again, first person to spend bar. This being said, unlike the last time we saw him on stream, Feremuntrus was actually in control for most of that. Does not get a punish there.
Oh, so
well, he like just came out of Soul Charge, right? It might have been difficult to see.
He's going for the big combo. That might just be death. That's death. That's death. That's
oh
death.
Wow!
Because of
off
the
a single
angle,
curse, that's guaranteed.
When Siegfried is it depends if you're face up or face down. But when the bigger characters are face down, you actually end up behind them when you do the 6-6B, the 6-6 A plus BB. Oh shit!
So many ring outs going on today.
Because of that, if you're by the ring edge, your 4B plus K will ring them out. There we go.
Okay. We'd have double bar versus potentially only single bar.
Oh shit! This is huge
doesn't even
damage.
seem like he's gonna need to have even with a failed failed tech trap, ends up getting the 2K on block into CE. That's not gonna do it just yet, but basically dead
really
to a
good
1B, a 1A. Actually, I don't think a 1A is gonna kill. Pretty close.
Yeah, a 1B would kill him. 1B is a pretty chunky
1B would, yeah.
Oh look, you're right. 1A wouldn't kill him.
Haha, I have an S-rank class.
This is actually fascinating how fast they were playing for these characters, both having pretty good range and being basically mid-range style defensive characters.
I think this is a
played
player
extremely fast.
Yeah, I think this is a player v player kind of thing. I think there's a little bit of a rivalry between these two players. If I found out that they despised each other,
I would be surprised with the way they're
not
playing.
surprised, and 2, good. Oh boy, lots of damage. Half life, basically.
It should probably be Nightmare versus Zos. I think he like calls Nightmare a slave or something.
I just mean
Feremuntrus
to be legit, but yeah. And so many So many cheap old A+Bs actually getting blocked. 6B counter hit is basically gonna do it.
No, he's alive, and this is the position on the screen where you don't want to be fighting Zos. And with
Feremuntrus going for the run-up grab on whip into GI. Classic Lord of Dirtbag moment.
Ooh,
Alright, interesting
yeah,
choice. I feel like that's
choice.
not what he wanted, but I'm not 100%. Fantastic punish on the base hold A.
Yeah, no meter on the side of Feremuntrus yet, so the RI seemed ill-advised.
Yeah, I feel like there's no way he could have wanted it. But now we've got a yellow/red.
Uh-oh.
You're dead.
Yeah, this is huge. And you just kill him.
Yeah, that's just straight up dead. So, unfortunately, Feremuntrus is really going to have to come up with a lot of stuff going on right now in order to make this comeback. Has the meter. Does not have the guard, though. Gets no punish on that whip, though.
So unfortunate. That 4K would have been the perfect punish right there, getting a huge amount of damage and positioning off of this combo here. Pushing him towards the wall, and now he's going to be able to stop him from mashing there, right? That's the exact kind of frame advantage you need to stop Siegfried from mashing out one of his faster tech rock options.
So much bulldogging going on by Feremuntrus in this third round. Interesting choice. I think legit
game
trying to go for like the guard crush to try and solidify the round, forcing Feremuntrus to spend back. Dude, no, he went for a high, and so it didn't end up actually catching. Oh no! God! Woo. So scary. Oh my god, so scary. Feremuntrus trying so hard to end this round. Oh my god, legit trying so hard to use the guard crush. And honestly, I don't think that Feremuntrus is dead off of the guard crush, so maybe the argument can be made that he should have just let the guard crush happen. That's really tough.
Zos, where are you kicking? Hello?
It's very difficult to see where you're going when you have a hood over your head.
Yeah, I wouldn't know where my opponent is either. They're definitely not in front of me. They've got to be on the side or behind me.
Going for the command grab, not so much. Legit just trying to like lane this out. Makes sense to me. Now he's got the Dark Legacy. Will he decide to spend the bar here?
Oh, he does. Oh my gosh.
Bubble.
He's went for Dark Legacy bubble almost every time that he's been immediately in Dark Legacy, and Feremuntrus hasn't called it out a single time yet.
It kind of almost doesn't matter at the moment because we've got like 2 bars to maybe 1. Like maybe 1 will come up later.
Oh, he's dead.
It's not going. No, it's wow. I'm very surprised that all of the things that happened in the way that they did. So now Siegfried's in Soul Charge. Feremuntrus almost undoubtedly gets hit by the 6BB. He can still make this comeback. We've got Zos damage on deck.
Yeah, here we go, using that Soul Charge. Time to play Marvel. Let's go. Big fan.
Yeah, even though that Siegfried's in Soul Charge, I still feel like Feremuntrus is the one that's in the driver's seat here. He just has to get in. That's the whole reason why legit spent the bar in the first place.
There it goes.
Now we're going to get a very interesting...
Gotta get the one mix up. What the fuck? Excuse me?
4-6B... 4-6BB hold, getting the hit into back turn. Classic setup post 2-2A as a whip punish.
I don't think Feremuntrus knew what was gonna happen there, and I'm gonna be honest, I didn't either.
Anniversary for this garbage can of a video game.
That was sick.
Wow, sidestep 4-6B was really great. Gets the tech trap. Siegfried already almost dead. You can see him matching 6AA to try and get like the. And this is the first time that we're actually seeing legit not going for the bubble. You notice, like as you were talking about before.
Yeah, maybe thinking that Feremuntrus would probably finally be ready for it and had a huge life lead to come back to, right? So you really don't want to use the bubble that early when your opponent has basically a full health bar still. Hey, look, he blocked and punished.
Oh, perfect punish.
Oh my gosh, it keeps teching, for the love of God.
Finally, finding those little weaknesses that people have against regards to anti-Zos. Wow, just run up 3B.
Yeah, this is why you keep the Dark Legacy.
Oh, that's not going to do it just yet, but pretty close.
2K. Oh, it's around.
Wow,
there it is. Oh my god, no!
I was about to say, I'm really surprised he wasn't worried about the CE. I think the only reason why Feremuntrus went for the CE in that situation is because just a few seconds ago on a similar exchange, he went for a run-up grab. So, I'm very surprised that he wasn't absolutely fearless, and wrongfully so. Oh, doesn't actually just loses post 3B on block. This has been all legit whenever he gets Feremuntrus into this corner here.
Yeah, trying to call out a backstep there. He gets one, but not able to get a kill off of that. Do you remember when that used to ring out?
I do.
Funny.
I really
so funny.
I have to admit,
ringing out was hilarious.
I haven't really complained about Zas as a character ever since they took away he still has a fantastic reverse ring out, but ever since they took away like the strength of like the
throw mix up,
and
throw ring out
stuff
mix
like
up was
that.
stupid. It was
That
not
was really
fair.
bad. He really pushed you in every way possible. Like,
Both
there
sides
was
rung
no
out, right?
exact counterplay. Wow, being very fancy right now, legit just cycling through stances.
I think this is a perfect opportunity for Feremuntrus to try to build a bar. So you have two, and he built the bar right as he died.
Yeah. So we got the very last round. Beanie's cat simply cannot handle the
Yeah,
excitement.
Luna is so excited right now. She's making some noise. Make some noise, Luna.
Now, I would imagine...
Minus 12, can't punish
Siegfried
that from that
feels like he
range.
yeah, I would imagine Siegfried's the one who feels like he has to get
Oh
in,
my
but
gosh.
Feremuntrus is the one who ends up doing it. But now we have the Dark Legacy
Oh
bubble.
my gosh.
You still have another
Feremuntrus
bar.
is in
Wow,
full
tried to sidestep
control.
it, not so much.
Yeah, can't do anything about that there. Has another soul charge if he wants to use it here, but I think he's gonna
spent
wait
the
it out.
bubble, dude. Like, and now it's gonna be so much harder.
And that's
Yeah,
it.
it's gonna be
able
it.
to
The
close
second
out
that the
with
bubble was used, the second Dark Legacy was used, I really don't know how much of a comeback factor Siegfried is going to have in a spot like that. I mean, he does very heavy damage. Unless they were at the wall or at the ring edge, then for sure, legit would have the possibility there. But boy, oh boy, those two guys hit each other a lot, huh?
Definitely were swinging. That was one of the more fast-paced matches we've seen today.
That didn't feel like two trained fighters. That really looked like just violence.
Okay, what's the old saying? It's better
Never
to
bet
stand
on
there.
the.
It's better to fight than stand there and get hit like a dummy or something like that.
Was that Gandhi or?
I can't remember. It was on a Corey Gaming video. Love Corey Gaming.
Corey Gaming, and it like has that quote, and then like right underneath it, it's like toothpaste, and then like in
So
quotes like
true.
fiber.
Also, Toothpaste asked what I said earlier. I said that, lore-wise, Zasalamel hates Nightmare. He like called him a slave, but he didn't mean it in like a racist way. Like no racial implications. He means to Soul Edge. He calls him a slave to the sword.
Still,
That's not that bad. Look, if a black man can't call someone a slave, who can? Okay, who can?
Don't worry, this isn't Omega XEN levels of inadvertent racism yet, so we should be fine.
I shouldn't have laughed at that.
I don't want to know that lore.
Stage of history retold.
You don't. Okay, well, never mind.
You're like, no story time, then fine, whatever.
Yeah, perfect.
God, I really want to tell the story.
Oh, Jimbo's playing. I know Jimbo's playing because he always soft locks Maxi as a joke.
Jimbonator?
Yeah, Jimbonator. The
Are
Nader
we
of
gonna
Jimbo.
get to see?
He's doing it. He's doing it right now.
Haohmaru again.
Oh,
we
he's
gonna
saying
get to
Siegfried
see-
for what?
Siegfried. Let's do this. Maxi.
He's not actually gonna play Siegfried.
Siegfried. Let's
Nobody
do it.
would.
Maxi.
Legit just played Siegfried.
Nobody would. Looks like it's actually going to be... Honestly, if you told me that this was grand finals of the whole tournament, I wouldn't have been a bit surprised. It's going to be Jimbonator versus Ruber Beefman.
Those are solid enough players to be in grand finals for sure. I think they've both been in grand finals multiple times.
Yeah?
Who called who a what? Zos called Nightmare a slave to the sword, specifically Soul Edge. Why is this so hard to grasp?
Now you know how it feels being me all the time.
It's okay. I have to explain things to people in video games, and they're like, I don't understand what's happening. I'm like, please look at the screen. Look at the screen, and then tell me you don't understand. And when they say they don't understand still, I turn off the screen. I'm like, well, if you're not watching, you're not paying attention, I can't help you.
I would assume this is Haohmaru versus Hilda. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm wrong on Jimbo's character, though.
I could see him maybe potentially picking 2B for this matchup.
I could see it, I don't know why. But I also don't know why Haohmaru specifically either. Who even does well against Hilda anyway? I think Amy does, but I don't know anybody else.
I can't think of too many characters who actively want to fight Amy.
There's really just the one. In my opinion.
Siegfried and X. I think X does a pretty serviceable job versus Amy.
I think that it's a 5-5 matchup. I wouldn't consider it favorable for X.
Okay, fair.
There used to be a time where that matchup was dog water for X. But I think that, yes, I understand that like X can, punish really well and make it very difficult for Amy to get roses, but eventually there is a possibility of getting it. And then once Amy does have roses, I think she's basically better than X in every feasible way. Much better at keep out, better at mixes, better at counter hit damage, better at space control. You have a better I-12 CE, but it's just a better one. Like, I still have one.
And better meter usage, as a matter of fact. Because, one of these characters has
better
one
meter
of the
usage
best.
and better meter gain. Like, she gains meter better than X, too.
Yo, let's go. Let's go, Lolo. Spitting facts.
What?
Amy top 1. I personally think Hilda is the best character in the game, but I can see it being Amy.
Yeah, people who think that Amy is top 1 are definitely people who don't, with all due respect, don't necessarily know how to exploit her weaknesses.
I think it's Hilda personally myself.
Like, there are definitely ways to counterplay Amy more so than the best characters in the game.
Well, unfortunately, Jimbo and Rubber's not going to happen.
No.
Oh no!
Yeah, there's something weird going on with their Parsec.
Oh no, are they not going to be able to play at all?
Unfortunately, no.
Damn. What a downer.
Yeah, very sad. You should tell them to just play it out in Paladins. Tell them to 1v1 right now in Paladins. Ruber was on my team last time I played that game. It was fun. The worst timeline for sure. That was the matchup we were going to see on stream right now.
Yeah, they're the two of my favorite players to watch, really. Easily my two least favorite players to play against.
Yeah. I don't think I'm more upset playing against anyone than Jimbo, but at the same time, I'm so fascinated. Like, I'm like, how am I getting hit by this, man? But I'm like, dude, I really got to stop getting hit by this, man.
Yeah, I remember when I first started playing against Jimbo back in SC5, I also felt the same way where I get very frustrated dealing with him. And then I was playing against him while he was streaming, and I got to hear his reactions and how much he was getting frustrated with me, and it made me feel validated.
I think that if you can frustrate Jimbo, you're doing a great job.
I'm doing an annoying job.
A great job of being annoying.
Yeah. That being said, not only have I not beaten Jimbo in tournament a one time, I've never even come close to beating him in tournament a one time. It's difficult for me to, like, hang my hat on anything with regards to Jimbo specifically.
Well, yeah, so unfortunately we're not going to see that one, but TY for coming out and trying. A couple of people's internet's acting a little bit weird today. I mean, Incendiate had an issue.
It's because of the YouTube. It's because of YouTube forcing ads nowadays.
Damn you, Comcast.
Probably, I don't know. I don't know, this weird series of tubes. I don't understand how that crap works, but anyway, we're gonna move forward. All right, so we're gonna go. This is winter semis now. This is gonna be Manta and Feremuntrus.
Oh, cool! Another slobber knocker matchup.
I would imagine, you can correct me if I'm wrong, that like one of the biggest strengths that Voldo has in general is the ability to, when they are on the ground, to get away from force block situations just by rolling back. But I would imagine that does not really affect Zasalamel.
No, it doesn't. I think Zas's force blocks are some of the hardest to get out of when he is literally right at your feet in the game.
Yeah, like 4-6B and 6BB are just there. Like, there's nothing... Yeah. Not even Voldo has the ability to escape stuff like that.
Especially with the knockdowns that Zas can choose to take, right? He can choose to take knockdowns where you are face down. When you're face down, you apparently are easier to hit with verticals that you're trying to roll. I don't know how it works, why it works that way, but that's kind of what we saw with legit versus Feremuntrus earlier.
Oh, wow. Getting a 66B whip punish on part of a string? Manta's kind of on fire today. This is kind of crazy.
That was scary. He already wanted it.
Yeah, kind of a bad stage for Manta, right?
Yeah, this stage is really short. You can definitely get reverse swung out probably from mid-stage. I wish that was a joke.
Yeah, definitely not. Pretty much a diametrically opposite situation to what we had when we saw Manta play against Xephukai. In terms of character matchup, in terms of, like, how Manta has to play the matchup overall. Because he's not going to be able to just create a lot of space against Zasalamel and try to wing it from there.
So far, not needing to, though, right? Being able to play this scrap, close-range game plan pretty well versus Feremuntrus.
So many little tiny hits, other than just trading 2-ways and 1-A's with each other. But the problem is that once Zasalamel is actually blocking something, a heavy amount of guard damage.
Oh, I'm not sure what he tried to press there.
Yeah, that was very odd. Kind of a weird camera angle, too. Oh, nice punish.
Oh, doesn't tag.
Oh,
but he
come
blocks
on,
there.
Manta. Boo. I'm sorry, but I really do feel like that's, like, one of Manta's, like, biggest weaknesses.
Yeah, having an I-12 reversal makes people go nuts. Some people just, they have to let it rock sometimes.
It's very similar to, like, when Amy players get purple, because you don't have it automatically. All they
like,
want to do
I
is
get
the
to
really
use it.
fancy
Yeah.
stuff, when that's not how you're supposed to play purple Amy at all. So, like, once an option is released, is available to a character that doesn't typically have access to it, boy, do they want to use it.
That's like Feremuntrus right now, right? Basically only use 3A and oh my gosh, I can't believe that class. You basically only use 3A and 1A that entire time in Soul Charge because when you're in Soul Charge, they have the fancy cool follow-ups, so you get to see them more frequently.
Yeah, just using Soul Charge moves in general, dude, Feremuntrus, I think you just had to take the break, dude. I think it was way too much damage you ate on the ground just to avoid the guard crush. I think he underestimated Voldo's ability to
force the guard
catch
crush.
people, yeah.
Like he said, well, you're gonna eat all this damage and then also eat the guard crush, when instead you could have just ate the damage. Okay, fair enough.
Very well. I mean, he's close to another bar, and he has a round up, so I think it's a perfectly reasonable thing. He might just end it on this counterplay right here. Really the main goal for Voldo in this situation, wow, GI minus 12, huh? Is to make Zas spend some of his meter advantage. And he still needs another pretty big hit here.
Yeah, doesn't have any... What the fuck, Zas? What is your problem today, man?
Second time, dude. Second time in very short trip.
Manta, what is your fucking problem today?
Stop doing this! You're tearing me apart, Manta!
Isn't it Lisa?
No, Manta's the one that did
Sure,
the
you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Lisa's not even playing this game. It sucks.
Presto is possessing Manta right now? So true.
One curse already.
That
Voldo.
retract, and he didn't even step. I'm not entirely sure why Manta got retract by that.
I'm also, like, not surprised at all. On Zas 6PV. Yellow guard gauge.
Oh, here we go. Is he gonna go for more of the mix? He got one hit.
Wow, just ran up and did 4-6B.
I love that because the fact that the last thing he just did was 1AB, right?
Yeah,
in Soul Charge, so Manta was fully expecting another one. Oh no, Manta, please! Kind of getting really antsy with these GIs and with these CEs.
Yeah, a lot of GIs and CEs on whip and punishable on block. A little bit lack of solidity, I think, is really kind of making it much easier for Feremuntrus than it should be.
Like his game
And
plan
it's a
on
pretty close match.
His game plan on offense and his game plan in neutral of like spacing out and like creating whip punish situations is just as solid as it's ever been, if not more solid, right? But then on defense, it really seems like he just wants to like fold to... He's like a kin player in Street Fighter using ODDP every time he gets knocked down. Basically, that's
ODDP?
Is that one EXDP? Whatever it's called. You know what I mean.
There's just so many acronyms all together in one nightmare of a scenario.
It's 623 LP plus MP. Better?
Thank God that was described in more salient detail for me.
Very welcome. Wasn't sure if I needed to use a move name.
Oh man, imagine. That actually got a counter hit somehow. You know what we're not really seeing from Manta a lot? Manta Sprawl. I'm surprised by that. This is a lot of damage.
Yeah, it seems like he hasn't really needed to use it to, like, navigate the neutral game. Trying to wait out, gets the minus 12 punish. I like that once again, calling out another potential stagger step out of Manta, getting a huge amount of damage here, but not able to get the kill. Manta, that combo does not work. Oh!
We whip into CE, dude. You know what? I mean, we've been on Manta's case for doing that kind of stuff. I guess we had to get on Feremuntrus' case as well, right?
I love spaghetti, especially when it's falling out of other people's pockets. Sauce and everything.
Wow, turn around A
Oh
was the option there? Crazy.
Yeah, these guys are definitely sluggy. Once again, the same thing that we said about the last match with Feremuntrus, and I believe there might just be something about Feremuntrus' playstyle that just makes people want to press a lot of buttons.
Something in the way he moves, you know?
Well, that was another song? That was a song reference, wasn't
Yeah, it was very good, Beanie Thuggish.
Just making sure
Everybody
I
in chat, can we do a little bit of a clap for
Look,
Beanie Thuggish
that
knowing a
song
Beatles song?
It's probably older than me. I was born in 95. That song is absolutely older than me.
What? How old do you think I am?
35.
35.
Okay, you know how time works though, right? Like, you know that song is definitely older than me too.
That was the best rhetorical question.
It's so difficult to judge the quality of rhetorical questions, you know?
I think it was good because it made me sad. Oh my god, this is so close to a guard crusher. And hasn't even had to use a bar of meter yet, gonna be able to keep Feremuntrus here.
I think this is the thing with that. Manta especially is going out of his way not to get guard crush, like he's like eating hits instead. Really trying
And here
to
it goes. What?
Oh
not
man,
six,
the grab
not
was
6
not the
PP?
play.
I'm surprised.
And he ends up spending the bar. This is not. Yeah, I really,
2 bars
I
of
really
meter.
feel like he got into his head about that command grab. It was 100% no way was he going to get up into that level of a guard rush. Oh.
Okay.
Wow, the KK. And that's a very big deal.
Yeah, there's one piece of solace here, and it's the fact that his guard gauge is still going to be yellow round start for this round, but, you know, he already has a bar of meter, about to build the second one, and you have none now as Feremuntrus, so that's kind of a scary
honest to
situation.
God, Voldo with 2 bars and the guard gauge not blinking has a better guard gauge game than Zos with yellow bar.
And there's no way that Feremuntrus is going to build a bar here outside of hitting something like a lethal hit.
Feremuntrus' ability to just nullify all of this meter game from Voldo has been pretty huge. 6-6A tearing up the Manta stuff as well.
Oh my gosh!
Catching the side
Here we
step,
go.
and
He's
that's
finally going to use it.
checkmate, right?
There we go.
Yeah.
Finally,
There was
using
nothing he
checkmate
could do there, right?
situation. Yeah, you're definitely stuck on the ground. As soon as he got hit with that that counter hit 3AB, the turnaround 6BB into the immediate next 6BB was really hard to get out of. Every now and then I get guard crush.
Guys, Beanie Thuggish got another song reference.
I think that one's an obvious one though, right? Like everyone heard that song at their high school like homecoming at least once.
Just to make sure we're talking about 2 songs. One of them was played by the Beatles, and we're saying that one was not the obvious one.
I don't think I've ever heard a Beatles song in my life.
I feel like that can't be true.
I may just not have known that it was a Beatles song.
Yeah, I think you have a very sheltered life, specifically around bugs.
I'm a big fan of. I listened to a lot of like rap music and like heavy metal as a kid. I didn't listen to much else. JJJ is so old. He was born when Beanie was still subpar. Holy crap!
Hey-o.
What a throwback! What a throwback!
I do have to just put in there that I'm like fairly confident that the Beatles are still like the most like successful band of all time.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's either like them or
like that's the
U2.
I feel like you two are not as successful.
U2 is probably not successful, but I do like that one song. The I have climbed highest mountains. That one, it's a good one. That's U2.
That's a
right?
U2 song?
Yeah, I think
I did
so.
not actually know that. I don't know U2 all that well.
Only to be with you.
No, I
Yeah,
know the
that's
song. I wasn't
yeah.
aware that it was a U2 song.
I was singing it to like remind myself if it was U2 or not.
Yeah. Oh, that's I still haven't found what I'm looking for, right?
Yeah. No, I still
Yeah.
haven't found what I'm looking for. Yeah.
Now you really want to like make me feel old. That U2 song that was on all the Apple commercials when that one whatever the fuck was first like getting produced, and like YouTube was on like every iPod when the iPod was first. You want to talk about me being old? I still have an iPod.
That's pretty old. I still listen to The Who every now and then.
I don't really think that makes you old at all.
What? So The Who's they're just a good enough band that it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
they are
just like a
timeless.
band.
They're timeless.
Yeah.
Jay, have you
What?
ever loved your iPod?
I love my iPod.
I did that for Jordan. That's all I got.
Have you guys ever seen those really old commercials? I believe they're for Apple, but they're for some level of personal computing with Jeff Goldblum as the spokesperson, but then they took the audio for it and like slowed it down to half speed, so it just sounds like Jeff Goldblum is drunkenly trying to like sell you this kind of computer. It's great.
I'm looking this up right now.
What's the best gifts for the holidays? Internet? I'd say
The kinds of commercials we used to have on TV compared to what we have now is so tame.
I would not know what a commercial of today.
I
looks
saw
like.
a KFC commercial from like 12 years ago on a YouTube video, and it was not an American one. It was like, I believe it was somewhere in Africa, and it's a whole like group of black people just walking around, dancing and singing. Hold on, it's in Africa, of course. They're dancing and singing and being all hype, right? And then a white dude walks out of a KFC with a bucket of chicken, and then they all start trying to reach for it, grabbing chicken out, still dancing and singing, and then the commercial ends. That was the commercial. I was like, what the fuck did I just watch?
You guys ever see the band Pop Rocks commercial?
I don't think so. Wait,
I'm
didn't we
not
just
gonna
match up earlier?
describe it, so just YouTube band Pop Rocks commercial once you're finished watching this tournament.
Band
I believe
Pop
this is
Rocks.
Toothpaste against Jimbonator.
It is. It's Toothpaste versus Jimbo. I kind of wanna stay in for this last match.
Yeah, I don't know. We will find out who Konmai is replacing after this match, I suppose.
For
Wow,
sure.
an uppercut out right through it.
I think the stage is actually really solid for Haohmaru because of the fact that there's no ring outs and there's just tons of space to create space. Look at that, already just backing away.
Yeah, the bigger the
Keeping
stage for Haohmaru, the better. I think he's the best. I think he's the best character at like the largest stage. Imagine trying to deal with Haohmaru on FC5 Infinite stages. What a nightmare.
Come on, man. Don't talk to me like that.
Okay.
Why you gotta hurt me like mentally?
Hey, you don't have to like double down. I've been successfully admonished. I will just simply sheepishly watch the set and I won't say anything.
Just specifically about Infinite Stages in SoulCalibur 5, they still hurt my
understand,
heart.
Sir.
My soul burn with purpose.
Yeah, we'll both just sit here not talking.
No, we can
This is
actually
pretty
talk about
confident.
I was gonna say about the usage of Soul Charge from Toothpaste.
I
Jimbo
knew that was
using
gonna
one
happen.
right back.
That
What the
was
fuck?
crazy.
Nobody knows how to attack in this game. Like all the characters are just whipping buttons. I don't understand what's happening.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen.
Another one. Nice.
Another one. Haohmaru with the guard.
Oh, they're both in red guard.
He must be already canceled so he can get it.
just
And this is
lost
gonna
his
get
life
the guard
for
rush.
it.
He doesn't actually get the full combo though.
Oh my gosh. Toothpaste.
Dude, Toothpaste
Not
is
able
going
to
like full
successfully
minus
mash out.
9. He'll be at -4 now.
Let us fight.
He's got the red guard gauge. Jimbo is out swagging Toothpaste. He's hilarious.
I can't believe that Jimbo tried that. Didn't actually die for it, which is the scarier part.
Yeah, he tried to go full swag, trying to get the fully charged RE, forgetting that Hwang actually has an RE cancel. Ooh, the jump A still out of range. Kind of crazy to believe
like
that
that
Haohmaru jump A can be out of range.
I like that Toothpaste there didn't finish the string knowing that it whiffed. Just waited for Jimbo to get back up, trying to possibly steal the round, but unfortunately Jimbo making the best of that situation and immediately sidestepping into a launch.
I think it's funny that, like, we have had so many guard crush opportunities in this tournament, but we've actually seen so few actual guard crushes, as most people are just simply accepting their fate and saying, I would rather die than have a guard crush happen to me. So now what are we gonna see?
It seems odd to, especially when it's not a fun around situation, to not just give the guard crush away so you have the freedom to move around and play as you want instead of being stuck under the constraints of a guard crush for the final round.
It's the illusion of choice, Beanie. That's the problem, is that people think, surely I can get away from this Guard Crush. Surely I have this additional option if I just take a little bit more damage. It's like, you know how if you take a frog and you put it into a pot of boiling water, it just immediately jumps out? But if you put a frog in a pot of just normal water and then just raise up the temperature, he will sit in there much faster. It's very similar to how characters in SoulCalibur will stay on the ground as a... Cat, I'm talking.
Right,
it's very similar to like when people are trying to avoid guard crushes. I think for my birthday, I've decided to go to a cat cafe this weekend.
Hell yeah!
What do you guys think of that idea?
Fuck yeah!
I have 5 cats at home. I think I just have a cat cafe.
Yeah. Do you guys think it's weird for me on my own to go to a cat cafe?
No.
Okay. I feel a bit uncomfortable because most people think I'm a creep.
That's
so I always get worried going places alone.
I think if people thought I was a creep, I would be like, you need to look inward. If you're worried about me, look inward.
Yeah, but the way I look, it's very difficult not to view me as a creep in today's society.
You just tell them, look inward. If you're worried about my looks and my looks bother you, that means you're actually more judgmental than you think. Look inward.
Toothpaste has decided to go with Nightmare.
I like this because I
do
do
quite
think
some
that
time.
this is a good matchup versus Haohmaru.
Yeah, potentially, especially on a stage like this, right?
As small as this, less room for
small as this, and I
to...
do feel like Haohmaru's wall game is really not all that impressive.
Yeah, especially compared to Nightmare's. Nightmare has a significantly better wall carry game and wall damage game.
Wow, just raw 3B. I forget, is Haohmaru's 3B just
oh no!
Well? It's not dead yet.
I believe so.
Wow, makes Haohmaru spend the bar. No, that's not gonna hit. Oh
no,
man!
He's ready for the whip on the side step.
He got so greedy.
Maybe expected a walk-in or a run-in from Jimbo, but Jimbo fully ready for that option, taking the sidestep at the wall, knowing that most of Nightmare's things from that range wouldn't be able to cover a sidestep.
Wow, wake up 2K. Interesting choices, Jimbo. Already in yellow life. Oh man, so much armor going on right now.
Mix up trying to immediately RE on Wake Up, but unfortunately getting meaty, getting force blocked.
I'm actually unaware of how Haohmaru deals with armor. A lot of these hits don't really do enough damage to kind of crack that threshold.
Your best option for armor, unfortunately, is just 1K.
Ew.
Yeah.
Super ew. So backdash drill, like how do you deal with it? Guess the death trap, by the way.
You don't.
More.
You
stuff. I guess you just have to backdash back.
3A. Or you guess 3A. So that when they try to backdash, your 3A catches it.
This is literally just a mono drill. This really doesn't look frustrating.
That's what I said. This match is pretty bad. Like, once you can get Haohmaru close enough to the wall, and you start just hitting them with armor buttons, they can't. This character doesn't have a lot of options to beat it. Yeah, there goes the 1K. Gonna have to use 1K and 2K a lot.
Jimbo actually doing what I would expect a Haohmaru player is supposed to do in a matchup like this, which is to play even more lamely than you would expect. It's very difficult to play lame against such a long-range character like Nightmare, but Haohmaru can actually pull it off. So I guess this is really the way that Haohmaru is supposed to play this matchup to make it a little bit more palatable.
Oh, I think he got the sidestep off.
He's dead, right?
What?
Yeah, he's gonna. Yeah, he's gonna.
Wait, they both missed.
Oh no!
Wow.
I don't think he. No, I think he is dead.
Oh, he's
that
dead.
Sucks.
Because of Night Terror Charge. So, did he get Night Terror Charge? Did Toothpaste? Did they get Night Terror Charge because of the fact that Nightmare gets it from CE?
Yeah.
Even though it's blocked? That I didn't know. Wow.
Yeah, Nightmare is woof. It's really something. And you know what? Nightmare is such a good character to play against Jimbo because his other reasonable choice is to go with 2B, which is also a terrible matchup. Yeah. The only other character I can think of him playing would be Raphael, which is also a terrible matchup against Nightmare.
It's almost like Nightmare has a really solid matchup spread.
Yeah. This is actually
there we go. He's trying to counterpoke there and getting hit by the backstep into 6B. It's basically Drill Simulator. Like, you know, have you ever heard of like Tow Truck Simulator, Power Wash Simulator, Goat Simulator? It's just 6B Simulator. That's all this match is.
I haven't heard of any of those simulators.
You've never heard of Goat Simulator?
Everything I do is 100% genuine. When I want to see goats, I do it.
I can't believe you never heard of Goat Simulator. It's hilarious.
I don't do anything as a simulation, Beanie. I watched The Matrix too many times when I was a child.
Fair. That's, yeah, no one wants to live in a simulation. Even if it's Goat Simulator.
I think there are some people who want to live in a simulation, like people who talk about simulator games. But hey, I'm not here to judge.
I'm just equating the matchup on stream simplicity to other video games that are supposed to be very simple. You know what's messed up about this life lead?
Like
this life lead is still reclaimable for Nightmare.
Well, especially on a stage like this, you're dead to a 6's KK kind of whenever. Wow, Toothpaste barely even tried to operate any kind of level of counterplay, but okay. We've got bar for bar now. 2-2K. Oh, outside of the grab range. Gets a good punish, though.
Oh, trying to use armor there, but dying.
So scary. Yeah, I think the only reason why the armor didn't work is he didn't have the light. Oh, no.
Counter poke.
Out of that. That's a huge deal. Because that terror charge is going to be terrifying to deal with. I know.
Terrifying terror charge. Sick alliteration.
Hey, very 2018. I'm really bringing back the hits on our 5-year anniversary. That still caught side.
Is that death? Nice. Hey, better. Swing. Toothpaste. Don't
just want to mention. This is kind of one of the reasons why I know I'm in the outliers here, but this is one of the reasons why I still put Nightmare as arguably the best character in the game. Because in an inherently inconsistent game like SoulCalibur, the people who hit the hardest get the highest reward. Every character has verticals that track, right? But Nightmare is one of the characters that just straight up kills when it happens.
Not only tracks among the hardest in the game, right? Also makes his combos last long enough to make it to the wall, to make it to a corner, to make it to a
yeah, that's just one of like his main attributes. I just mean to say like characters that hit the hardest off of silly eye roll SoulCalibur tracking verticals are obviously the more favorite characters when those verticals are inherently inconsistent. Because Amy has the same thing. How many times have you been tracked by like, you know, you thought you sized up the Amy 2-2B, but it caught you anyway, but the most you get is like 40 or 70.
Nightmare gets the ring out.
You do get like a ring out sometimes, but you know, Nightmare is a whole other ball game. We've got 2-2 on the very last round. Haohmaru still has a ton of meter, and I'm curious as to when Jimbo's going to use his second bar. Yeah, he wants to use it as soon as possible so that it's not going to be an issue of being in Soul Charge when you're in yellow light.
I think the main thing is you want to make sure that you can mitigate the Soul Charge from Toothpaste, right? So now it's just about Toothpaste being able to get another Night Terror Charge, but how will they, you know?
And now you've got this. Now you've got the Rage.
Are you worried about Ethan?
Wow, that's the choice!
I hate Jimbo.
That's not dead yet.
I hate Jimbo. I know he's not dead. I know they're not dead yet, but I can't stand this guy.
That was insane. Soul Charge activation, unblockable spit into the unbreakable grab. Oh yes, this is K unbreakable grab.
Unbreakable grab. What a... He was cooking. There was definitely...
What a series of decisions. That was truly insane.
I don't know what kind of culinary arts Jimbo went to school for.
Passion fruit.
Oh man. That was a set for sure.
Yeah, the Nightmare was definitely a very smart pick. I wonder if we'll see that in the future. If they have to play against each other again, I definitely feel like Nightmare into Mono's backdash drill seemed to be such a chore, depending on the stage, obviously. And yeah, if they get to pull that off more often, we might see a different way the set's going to go.
For sure. And I believe that's going to be it for me. Howdy doody, Konmai.
Oh, hey, what's up? Sorry. Yeah,
what
good night.
Were you also watching that match and just like screaming at the
top? Have you ever been introduced as a commentator, but then right as you are, you see a ghost?
You go, Matt. So the reason why I'm laughing is because we were talking about just like random shit, like, and then like, Jimbo brought up that he bartends, right? And we were all like, "Oh man, we love to have you mix us a drink and shit," right?
Oh, I see it.
Just seeing that happen mid-match, just like takes a swing, freaking just blows back, spits into.
Oh, that's why he did it, so that
I
you guys could do that thing.
It was for the meme in Discord. That's actually pretty good.
That was insane.
Mid set like that is crazy.
That was like, like the creativity of this motherfucker is beyond the pale, dude.
That sequence felt so natural. There's actually something wrong with Jimbo's brain.
Like the second he activated Soul Charge, it's as if he saw 5 seconds into the future and had the entire series of interactions.
He was like, I've been waiting for this moment my whole life. It's
like,
showtime.
Truly
baby.
insane.
Like,
Jimbo is the best player of all time.
I just want to mention that makes it Feremuntrus and Jimbonator in winners finals.
Yeah.
And we've got losers quarters. We've got Toothpaste and Zeph. Manta appears to have just beaten Sly Tiger. Pretty tough matchup, so impressive. Manta really seems to be playing very well. So we've got what's that? Top 5 people.
I've already locked in. Top 6 was Sly Tiger, Manta, Zeph, Toothpaste, Feremuntrus, and Jimbonator. Woo!
Still
It is time for this Texan to take his tail to sleep.
Time for this Pennsylvanian to party on down to the pinnacle of perfection. Boy, I really scrambled like hell to get out of there.
Yeah, you got something out.
That was...
Well, something else. That was about as fast as your Siegfried run.
In that particular persimmon.
Persimmons?
We're going deep in the tank for some of these, huh?
Oh my god.
You know what?
I will.
It all works out. Party on, Wayne.
I will bid you farewell. Goodbye.
I just feel like we're not going to be able to survive 5 more years of this. There's just no way in hell.
I mean, I'm already 35. I'm not planning on living 5 more years anyway.
Fair.
That's probably good to be my ending thing. Goodbye.
All right.
Good night, belated birthday boy.
Belated birthday boy.
Oh, man.
BBB. Oh, man. Dude, I'm already it's funny, like, I came into this, like, this commentary, I'm not gonna lie, a little salty. I played against crippled, literally a crippled version of freaking River Beef Man. Bounced off of him because I just decided to be stupid. And then I played YoRHa and forgot everything I know about SoulCalibur in its entirety. And I'm just sitting there thinking that, like, this was going to be it. 5th year anniversary. Konmai walks in, drops his nuts on top 3, walks away, says, fuck you, Okubo, for ratioing on my own post. You know, just be walking tall. But instead, I'm back to square one, where it all started, where it all began 5 years ago, going 0-2 in a tournament that I help administrate. Nothing ever changes, bro. Oh, man.
As a wise man once said, some things never change.
Yeah, some things never change. Yeah, war and me going bad and dark. But that's fine. That's fine. It's funny because that Souls Still Burns line, it still does, because every time I get smoked, I'm like, God damn, I really should just, like, stop goofing around in VR chat and play this game. Like, just play for like a week. Just play over a week. Watch what happens, right? And then I just don't do it because I'm just a loser.
So it could be worse. You could be me, and I'm literally still playing Starfield. I have no fucking idea why I am, but
dude,
I
that's
am.
Everybody, all my friends who play in Starfield, they say the same thing, which is like, I'm kind of in it. I haven't had anything super remarkable except for like a handful of really well-written quests, but like the moment-to-moment gameplay is not what's keeping them there. Which is the exact opposite of how I feel about SoulCalibur, where it's like the moment-to-the-moment gameplay is keeping me here, but the sequence upon which you just randomly mosey into the game, I'm just like, I don't think I'm gonna get a rank match today. Yeah, I don't. I'm not gonna get one today. All right, cool. I'm out. You know, but yeah, this is it's crazy. I love this. This is fun though. Oh, Feremuntrus and Jimbo. Okay.
Yeah, we're in those finals, baby.
Finals. Wow, that's far. Well, this is a pretty fast tournament. There was like a ton of DQs, so like this one, ended up going faster than I expected.
Yeah, more so than the usual. But I mean, we are still online. We're at the whim of the series of tubes.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, one day, man. I hope they.
Oh, jeez. Okay. All right, we're getting into it. Going straight into bare knuckle and getting the claps. Trying to go for that 1-1B.
Once again, like, Jimbo bias is gonna come through because he's already doing insanely cool shit. Like, look at this! Come on! Everything he does is right. Right, staying out of range too. Good play. Hit him with a gourd. Feremuntrus having a hard time getting in. Okay, there we go. Sneak in. Ooh, okay.
Ooh, okay. Tries a little bit of a cancel.
Tries to.
Oh, that
speed up the
sidestep
game.
guarded.
Drop? Yeah, that was a rare one. You very rarely drops that one.
We're 5 years in. If you're not used to a random drop in the middle of something that should work, you ain't been playing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I mean, he's also playing pretty far away from the server. I feel like today the servers are a little touchy. Oof, nice.
Yeah,
that's 14,000 damage. Holy crap.
Just Zasalamel things. No. Oh, it doesn't get a punish because he went for the throw. Oh, but just DPs.
Okay, there we go. He's wilding right now. All right, Jimbo.
Jimbo is feeling himself.
All right, nice double checks. Very awkward timings too.
Good duck on the 6K.
Oh, nice DKs as well. This is almost there. He had the right idea. I was walking away from that, but didn't get the punish.
Yeah, Feremuntrus is trying to contain the movement, starting to make a lot more 3As, but there's just not much you can do about Haohmaru's backstep.
Nope.
Even his Zos, it's really hard, yeah.
Sauce is long, too. He's not one of those characters you normally associate with being, like, outranged. Especially, like, he got outranged with the fireball. Freaking Cosmic Embryo. That's crazy.
That cancel so fast.
Alright, trying to get some backstep timing there, but Jimbo just kind of stays solid and just stands there. So he's already playing that game of 5D chess because Feremuntrus is doing stuff that would work on a less scripted opponent, but Jimbo is kind of staying ahead. But down in the health lead. Alright, here we go. Get in there.
I wonder if that soul charge was actually a play to make Feremuntrus soul charge just to use one of his bars.
Probably.
Because if Jimbo loses, he gets his bar back.
Yeah. And if he wants to turn on the gas, he can always just wait till he's down past the tick and then really go hard. But I think he's not going to use it.
He's got to survive this round, though. Okay, gets the throw broken. Okay, guess right, gets the mid.
He's close. All he needs is one more 6-6.
Stepping on those toes.
Uh-oh. Wow, bold. Bold of a man to be like, I'm going to keep walking after I got hit by 3A counter hit. Oh my god.
Yeah, connect a little bit.
See.
Oh my fuck.
Bro, that foot came out so far. That counter hit, dude. That active hitbox was like 6 miles wide. He did not touch him with that thing. Wow. What an AK though. Nobody was expecting that.
That foot didn't even like connect. He like Zasalamel got killed by like the stench of Haohmaru's like sweaty Ronin feet that have walked like 1,000 miles across the land.
Dude,
without showering.
I genuinely wish I didn't have an actual like emotional connection to that, but I had a customer walk in who had an aura that would make Nurgle take a puke. It was insane. So I know what that foot fungus feels like, dude. Like I still remember it.
You met a great unclean one in real life.
Dude, it was real.
Oh, gets the full lethal hit from behind.
Ooh, speaking of great unclean one, just gets an unclean amount of damage right there.
Right.
Okay. Who tries to go for the guard crush mid-screen? Kind of a weird move choice. And there's the AK again, give him the toes. Uh-oh, he's getting it. He's getting his new trademark move. Now he's going with the full footsies game plan. All right, but YoRHa GI. Here we go. Pressure on. The A6 is coming out. Just doing small like movement isolators. Woo.
Oh, tried to push him in.
Splat.
Yeah, tried to push him in just at the wrong angle in time, but he still got the decent life edge. Good sidestep on the vertical call out.
Okay, box it out.
Oh, the full
nice midi kick.
Yeah, the tech crouch. Just very nicely avoided the throw. Just gonna take that round back. They're about even in meter right now. Jimbo's kind of bobbing and weaving in and out.
Yeah, the game is still playing the cat and mouse game, but Feremuntrus is doing a good job of tracking. Oh, that holy crap. Okay, gets him with a slow mid. Talk to the hand. Good timings from Feremuntrus, keeping it awkward still, even after he gets pressure, so he's not running into any shenanigans like form dodge. Okay. Oh, triple B. Keeps it small. Not risking much. He also has 2 sticks of butter. I wonder if he's going to use them. Pretty soon, right? Like now? No, I guess not. Saving it for the winter.
Okay.
All right, there we go. Make that move safe. Ooh,
ducks into 3AB.
Nice.
Just
well,
at the tip
power.
range.
That's the power of his timing. Feremuntrus is playing like basically like roughly around 22 frames of non-activity, and then follow up with a move around Y18. So it's like most people think in terms of like, okay, 12 frames and then action, 12 frames action if you play really fast. But he's making it slow enough to fit in a lot of crazy stuff. And now he's ramping it up. Okay, here we go. Cranking up the speed. Just staying aggressive. Knows he can push it because he has the health lead. Oh my god, getting the meter? Christ.
Did he guess the 3AB hold and tried to CE punish? Is that what happened?
Yeah, I was thinking he was going for a pretty proactive play right there, but yeah, 3AB was the right choice there.
Yeah, it's the big call out, sort of on that move. But I mean, when you're at the last game in the last round of the game and you're that low health, like that's sort of where you're at. Is you're gonna live or you're gonna die regardless. So you might as well go for the big call out, as long as it makes some sense.
I mean, it was hard because like literally the entire focus of the match transitioned from a slower timing to an incredibly fast one, and so he was probably still reeling from that transition into a game that was like, okay, we're going fast. Okay, slightly slower than, yeah, he just kind of gets the situation where he tries to take a turn back. But, so you get a fast. Feremuntrus is still in the driver's seat. Oh, here we go. No. Doesn't block Warrior's focus. Here we go. Full screen. Trying to zone out now. Chasing after. Ooh, nice. The wiggle 2K. And 6. Gets in. Shows him the toes. All right, just gets punched in the face.
Ooh, the side
I'm liking it.
It's the 4-6B. Knocks him down. Goes huge damage on Oki. Jesus.
Oh, man. He's got to attack those, even though it's dangerous. Oop. Okay, trades. Nice GI. Here we go. Double A, keeping it small. Jimbo's playing pretty conservatively. All right, he's going to use the power of the shoulders to do tons of damage. Closes it out with a single mix-up.
Beat.
That's really smart though. Like Jimbo playing small into like a really fast like 6-6B confirm into double shoulder tackle. It's basically the damage of a CE. So yeah, your opponent's like not expecting it too, because like you don't get that cinematic to kind of let them cook or anything. And they're also still standing, so it makes it even a little bit more crazy because like they have the freedom to like choose to move or not, and then you can really easily evaluate if they're being defensive and just like stomp their feet right after when you notice that they're not like responding to your movement.
Oh, he's lethal. This is gonna no. Okay, I was saying not quite the angle and spacing.
He's getting some good stage position, but you gotta be careful. This is bad for both players actually. Okay, never mind. Switching back. Soul charge. Oh, double shoulders. Oh, guard break. Ah, great GI.
Oh, but doesn't have the frames to backstep that really long 2A. My goodness.
Yeah, that was like incredibly lengthy.
Nice, gets the tech crouch, gets in, gets the next curse. Ooh, a little bit of whip punish. Trying to avoid the low.
Okay. Seeing an opportunity there. Seeing some statue blocking. Opts to crack it open. Feremuntrus playing pretty defensively. Nice timing on the DP. Whew. Yeah, post block 2A is proving to be pretty powerful against Feremuntrus right now. See if he slows it down after he gets a little bit minus.
Oh, no, catch him in the air. Oh, but the call drops.
What?
Trying to go for the lethal hit.
Nope.
Soul charge. Yeah, recover those negative frames. He's got the meter advantage. This is going to kill.
Bro, he's dead.
Oh, okay. Not quite. Oh, okay.
No, with the mix. Damn. Never mind. But wow, what a great preemptive step. He knew that his opponent was going to toss out a vertical like 10 frames ago. That's crazy.
Dabbing on the haters.
Yeah, never count Feremuntrus out. Like, Feremuntrus isn't... It's weird. This kind of playstyle is, I think, like, mandatory for Zos. You have to play kind of, like, crazy, weird timings. They don't look super exciting because you can't really tell what the heck the character does. Because he's, like, visually kind of difficult to discern between all of his different choices. But, He's really interesting to watch because you're like, how do you get away with a character that has to like I-18 your opponent to death and then have crappy load? Wow, he's just running them.
That's it.
I think that's it. Yeah, nice use. Cashing in on all the orbs.
Yeah, those orbs. I mean, Zas is already just scary normally, and then you start getting the orbs on you, and just all your options and counterplay just start to dwindle.
Yeah, that and like he got a really early lead on those from like double Cosmic Embryo, which was kind of like a weird one. But in the Jimbo specific matchup, it kind of makes sense because he sometimes likes to space out with a arguably inferior, holy moly, inferior projectile. My God, that damage was crazy.
Imagine Zasalamel.
He is just like cutting the shop right now. Like Haohmaru is looking like a whole stack of hay. All right, Jimbo fighting back.
Oh, getting a whip
nice
punish.
Push, but good. Wow, that's really solid. Whip punishing 6B is kind of a difficult task, but here we go. Warriors focus pressure. All right, get caught moving. 3B gets in. Oh, great GI. Steals the turn back. Here we go. Does he tech correctly? Okay, gets the smaller option, but does get a little bit of extra damage. But can he zone out?
Ooh, and the high. Very good.
Tries to get the hand too, loses the bar, gets the another burning soul to the face.
So that 3AB mix up for against Haohmaru was really messed up because with a 914 punish, Haohmaru doesn't really get much, and even if he takes a smaller, like faster one, he doesn't really get frame advantage off of it.
Yeah, that's true. He doesn't have to worry that much. That being said, he is oftentimes out of range for the mix-up, so typically it's not coming into play that often.
Ooh.
Oh, okay, here we go. Oh, nice. Great step. Big Semps. Okay, lawnmower. Lots of timing. Hey, nice. Finally lands one. He's been like fighting all match to finally get a C. Like most of his timings have been falling short to Jimbo's pretty non-committal way of playing. All right, just standing there blocking, chilling, keeping that distance. Wants to keep at least like 2 character widths away, as it seems, for Jimbo's end. All right, but here we go. The grossest Oki known to man. 100 damage on the board. All right, time to equalize. Are we gonna see the dream? Okay, standard opener. Goes for the Earthquake Slash, but then is going to get caught into being defensive. Okay, reversal edge. Gets the A? Huh? Ooh, I've never seen the outcome after that. Double shoulder, he's down! Oh my god! Threads the needle. Jimbo coming out of nowhere. With the rage.
Soul Charge.
Dude, not just Soul Charge, Rage Explosion. The whole kit and caboodle. Like, Feremuntrus is misjudging the risk-reward.
So yeah, man, freaking Jimbo out here bringing out the forbidden moves.
Whew. I mean, he already did the forbidden moves. He spat the drink at Toothpaste. Like that killed me. Couldn't believe that worked.
Ooh.
Whoa! Rare moment where that man is Omega evasive. Ooh. Nice punish, yeah. Oh,
backing off. Does not want to play with that positioning while he has the life lead.
That's crazy. Doesn't even take a follow-up after that. That is a very respectful play. All right, here we go. We're back at business. Okay, roll him back. It's okay, give him the soul. Up to the hand, 2 sticks. 2 balls. Here we go. Pick up. It goes for the Oki throw, but stays down the ground. Okay, pressure's back on. Oh, perfect spacing from Jimbo. Holy moly. Knock, who's there? Okay, pull in. Shoryuken, really expecting a high out there for a check or a throw. Doesn't get paid off. Both of them playing pretty fast. Feremuntrus slowing it down a little bit. Needs some awkward timings. Now it has a curse. Could probably offer. Oh, nice. Auto GI getting in there.
These big callouts just going for some big damage.
Oh, but here we go. Double shoulders. Just waiting for an opportunity to get like maybe a whip punish or a timing check with 6-6 BP. 6-6 BP. Oh, almost had it.
Oh, the low
stomps out. The sea. My God. What a kick. Full screen again. Zas is just chilling. He's going to chug to get some health back. Gotta be careful. Oh, man. I think he got Parsec, bro. That's a slow projectile, man. All right, Zas struggling to get in. And... Ooh, oh, great.
She's finally
choice.
G's back. Saves his own life, though.
But Jimbo is just poking like a man. Wow. Crazy clash. Has everything under control. Goes for 4K. Jumps over a mid. Okay, punish time. Doesn't get it.
Yeah, I don't think he was ready for that last hit to become a block punish, but okay.
Oh, that. Did you see that? How wide that kick was? That guy's got the Yeezys on.
You didn't see that stupid shit. Everyone just got away with it earlier. Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
Slam.
Oh, nice
and the DP under the high. Bro.
Rolls back. We have rollback in this game now. Oh, full screen. Who's gonna crack first? Okay, Feremuntrus trying to aggress, playing the 3D chess.
Okay.
Base beside Yaku, get that ass in there, let's go!
Still has enough G's.
Wow.
I don't know who has the life lead, so I don't know who has to engage. Doesn't matter, it's very much just answered it for us.
Oh, man.
Using the clash to get a curse, but okay, whiffs on that move.
Oh.
Clashing.
Oh, nice trade. Okay, wiggle, wiggle. Still dancing around. Still unafraid to keep moving sideways for Feremuntrus, even though he's been checked multiple times. Oh, going for a big Hail Mary right there. Oh, checks the path to peace. Good choice. That going for the stylish points might have cost Jimbo, but we'll see. Doing pretty good right now. Oh, nice. No, never mind. Throw punish. Whack. Okay, soul charge. Kick out. Soul charge back out. Right where Jimbo wants. Still has to block the Quake. Will he get... Oh, what?
Going for that chip damage.
Oh! Trying to catch the backstep off of the Quake. Not getting it. Back full screen. Really favored for Jimbo. Jimbo just needs to get one poke, and there we go. Catches the run counter. Whew.
Yeah, that was Feremuntrus was feeling really comfortable with a lot of the horizontal movement for a long time. And it looked like Jimbo was just kind of letting him get away with it. And I think he was saving a little bit of that time. I think he was kind of conditioning him a little bit, because yeah, bringing some of those counter hit options at the end there.
Yeah, no, this is pretty wild. But I could tell that Jimbo was playing a little bit with his food. Going for Path of Peace at like end of game means that you have you've already established dominance over neutral, and you can afford to basically play like Hilda, going for the cheesy charge and just wait and kick and throw your toes out there, and then if they goof up, you just hit them for like 6 trillion damage. All right, got ourselves Toothpaste versus Manta. Manta being kind of a demon today, really shredding through a lot of the bracket. I think taking the first encounter against Xephukai early on. And let's see, what's the bracket looking like? Because it sounds like Zeph did an early GG, so that makes me question whether or not he's still in the bracket.
So Manta was the one who managed to put Zeph into losers, and then Toothpaste is the one who sent Zeph home.
Oh my god, wow. This is definitely different.
Yeah, so both of these players are very much on top of their gameplay right now.
Yeah, wow. If you asked me 5 years ago, one, I wouldn't know who anybody was, but I would also say that is an upset, and it still is frankly kind of an upset. Zeph's still super buff, and in some funny ways, like especially if you know the WNF online lore, that he kept the gates for literally like 2 or 3 years.
It's okay. Toothpaste came out here to reverse that.
Yeah.
They came in. They gaslighted. They gate kept.
They gate kept.
Now they're girl bossing.
They are in fact girl bossing. Yeah. Imagine if Voldo was your boss. Be like, listen, I think you can bend this to your schedule.
Okay.
Oh, Nice use of delayed CRAA. I like that. Very underutilized tool, I think, sometimes. But in neutral, kind of fancy.
Okay,
Alright, gets the sneaky elbow. Oh, wow. Rare rat catcher. I think that's smart, though, because, like, since he knows that his opponent is also a Voldo main, the 6-6B kind of, like, check is not as good because it's kind of gimmicky. So going for the low is a really smart choice. Wow, that did not work.
Oh.
Huh.
Yeah, that was the high whiff. Manta went for the GI hump, but the GI didn't connect.
Didn't connect to the mid, yeah. I wonder if it's verticals only. I don't think so. But, oh, we'll see. I'll have to check horse face at some point. Alright, don't fill those, but, wow, this, Toothpaste is really just laying in. Oh my god, wow. A little Utoto-S, but nice. Plays it patient. Just keeps the space and just gives a stab. Good choice.
Yeah, this 6Bs are making Manta have to think about the fact that, well, you don't have the range advantage in this matchup at all.
Yeah.
Not something Manta's really used to or comfortable having to play around with.
I think, like, yeah, just knowing the opponent, knowing exactly what ranges you really want to operate at as well is really helping. Because I lied. That was really funny. Wait.
Sometimes you,
I guess maybe that.
Sometimes you die.
I wanted. Maybe that was a counter hit retract, possibly. I wish I could have saw if there was a blue spark there, because typically that. What is Voldo doing today?
Voldo's just doing things.
Yeah, man. No getting away, he says. All right. Dun. Here we go. Turn around. Gets a nice little chunk of change there, but uh-oh, SpaghettiOs.
Yeah, whiffing the full string, Manta back turn, he was ready.
Yep. Pretty standard stuff for Manta. Going in, roll it again. No way, that's not a thing. Yeah. Expecting the opponent to check with Ronin cancel, but does not. Wastes a bar. And that's it, dead.
Oof, yeah, getting a little too big brain there for their own good, I think.
I think, yeah, specifically since I didn't feel like Toothpaste was showing too much of being over-eager in the entire set. That kept didn't really fall for a lot of the, it's not your turn, my turn kind of vibe. Yeah, it just didn't seem like it was a place to exploit just yet. But then again, it's Manta. Manta's just wooing inside, so. Alright, a couple adjustments, so a little bit more smaller pokes, not trying to be as mix-up-y, and there we go, gets the whip punish on the 6B. Oh, almost gets the ring out there, too. Holy moly, alright, but this might call it. Alright. A good adjustment, keeping it small. I think, yeah, not like really fishing as much for counter hits, now opting more for whip punishment. Just a little bit more. Alright, gets a grab, 6B. Check. 1, 2. Okay, cheese wheel. I'm gonna call out the wheel of pain or something. It sounds cool.
It's the helicopter. Or no, it's like that one that old gang movie, The Warriors, where like the guy just throws his whole body sideways.
Oh yeah. Goes for the applause, trying to get the crush, but not gonna get it. Ah, Warriors focus mix after the string. Gonna blend that poor Italian. All right, here we go. Interesting check. Again, shows a lot of restraint. Gets the air hit, but then puts the brakes on the offense, knowing that Manta really wants to like do something kind of goofy on wake up. And this is, speaking of goofy, this man is doing a lot of weird CR base pressure, but none of it's working.
Yeah, nothing really happened off that lethal hit.
Yeah.
Standard. Oh, whips the elbow!
Wow.
Unfortunate.
Unfortunate indeed. All right, Toothpaste getting close to taking the crown over Manta. All right. Nice little checks here. Keeping it smooth. Nice 4K. Does get the follow-up. Kind of rare drop.
Okay,
Soul charge, kick out.
Oh, tries to do the Twitch duck, but gets back up too early.
Oh, that's what kills most players in Calibur is like if you Twitch duck, you gotta stay ducking for at least like 10 frames. You can't just get up, bro. Oh, nice GI. Ooh, getting really good pressure right next to the ring edge / claw wall.
No,
Oh, wow, what a gambit. Well played.
Yeah, Manta was trying to set that up and we're just waiting for the moment.
Great preemptive zoning. Honestly, very, very smart. Because that move's usually it isn't really used as a gotcha tool most of the time. Typically, it's like, okay, let's see if you know the knowledge check. But there it was really optimal choice. He didn't really have that much place to move. And it instantly killed. But speaking of instantly killed, though, this man is getting cut by 1,000 cuts. Let's see where we go. Oh no! Whip punish? Not quite. Here we go. Guard crush though. No, never mind. I'm dumb. Gets a soul attack. Gonna. Uh oh! Guard crush. Are we going the distance? Here we go.
Okay, nice. Goes the rage explosion.
Okay, still back turn.
Oh, the good lethal hit punish.
That was so smart. So smart. Complete full zone coverage. Oh my god, that was genius. Great use of head turn Mantis Crawl. Wow, because like almost every how kind of autopilots or earthquake slash to get like to close the gap. But if you just go all the way away, make it seem like you're sacrificing your zoning in favor of something like that, then you're just like, yeah, surprise.
He absolutely bet it all that he was like, no, there's no way you're gonna go for the East End right here. Knew he wanted the earthquake slash and just bet it all, and it can't. Man, what a bet.
That was so smart. Yeah, and definitely far outside the range of the earthquake. Because that's the hard part, is getting that distance.
No punish on the AB.
Oof.
Damn, we gotta smack the fuck up.
Yeah, man. Just like your power outage.
Hey, yo. I know what it's like to take a shower in pitch black darkness now.
Alright, here we go.
Alright,
Manta.
is Man and Jimbo, or?
No, Manta and Toothpaste.
Hey, yo.
Yeah, Jimbo's blue.
Oh,
Dead?
that's not a ring out, though.
We're gonna have the anniversary. Oh, nice.
Oh, the lethal hit for the, I believe it's a whiffed high or something. That's crazy. Built different.
Gaming.
Yeah, built different gaming. Ah, damn. Alright, so far so good, keeping up the pressure, but seems that Toothpaste is doing quite well in the damage race.
Yeah, it's been like that a lot, where Toothpaste will win the initial damage poke race, but for some reason Manta just finds a way. Like, he's just really weaselly.
Apparently that move is safe and just soul charges into it because why not?
Yeah, why not? Alright, soul charge. Oh! Blocks it out. Nice, gets a...
That just completely whips! And the
Dude,
GI!
That's crazy. Did he backstep? And it was that far?
Yeah, I guess so.
I think that's how good that backstep is, because normally if you move during A-Way run, back turn you actually just get hit. Like, it's just supposed to, like, work that way, but yeah.
I think if you step in a certain direction for certain characters as well, but oh, that's going to be doing a lot of damage.
Can I Sweet Prince?
Yeah, no, a little bit of damage. I don't think Haohmaru's ring out is very good. Oh, that was like the last frame possible.
Oh my god. Can Manta do the dream? Can Manta
sneak
sneak
we
it?
blocked those. Guard damage? Nope, just punch him in the face! What is this? Losers finals?
Semi.
Semi? Oh, well. Toothpaste takes it.
Toothpaste. Wow, we're gonna get some deep How thrombosis.
Welcome to the stage of
The Broken Destiny tournament, dude. I'm almost like when I get back from my cousin's wedding, I'll buy it on PSN Premium, by the way, which is fucking expensive.
Well,
and then
premium?
we'll see if it has. Yeah, dude, it's one of those stupid ports where they don't let you buy it. You have to like buy premium to access it, which I am so upset about. Genuinely pissed off about. Like, just let me pay the $20-30 you're asking for this dead game so I can find out whether or not I can play it offline. Right? Come on.
Let me own something for once in my life.
But
So shouts out to Vocal Evolution for putting 36 into the Matcherino. We're sitting at 350 even.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot
this,
of money.
Yeah, this is the 5th year anniversary tournament.
Oh,
I'm kind of
yeah.
gassed out. Alright, you can play the game and share with me. You gotta buy it. Oh. Question mark?
You can Parsec it, right? Oh no, it's on PlayStation.
It's on PlayStation, bro. But, okay, so Toothpaste versus Feremuntrus. This one's gonna be interesting because I don't know. Because like the more aggressive styles, I feel like falter against Feremuntrus, who's good at being like, well, either you run into CE because I'm good at like figuring out when you want to play really fast, or you just die to bad risk reward in favor of Feremuntrus just guessing right all the time on Oki.
Right, because the initial combo before the guess was like what 75 damage, and then you guess the extra 30 to 70 again. So it's just like, yeah, you're gonna die.
Yeah, but we're seeing signs of life here. See if we can keep it up. Right now, it doesn't seem like anybody's in particular control, but I take that back.
Oh my gosh, the
Toothpaste
anti-roll?
Yeah, Toothpaste is really doing a good job controlling everything right now. Slowing down, if Feremuntrus getting in the driver's seat. Oh, never mind. The knowledge checks. I am downplaying Toothpaste way too much. They are smoking right now.
Oh, they are cooking.
Oh my god.
Just like Toothpaste's new gig. They're cooking.
Oh, that whiffed.
That did not. He did nothing.
Nothing. Just Jack Diddley Squaderino. All right, here we go. Okay, goes for the 2B. Can you get off the ground? No! 3 turns back to back on the ground game, dude. Yikes.
He actually like took almost dying, and then was like, wait a second, I'm winning.
Wait, my opponent's on the ground. They fear God itself. I should just like do small pokes and kill them. And exactly what happened. Like you did like 2 choices that were fast, and then immediately, you know, cut it off with a throw to stop people from being like, okay, I'm dying because I'm rolling too much. Chef's kiss. Give him the snap.
CE right there, the Thanos snap.
Woo! Okay, gets the punish. Shoulder tackle. Give him the spits. No.
Oh,
Nice.
good damage.
Woo.
To close it out, I did not expect that to kill.
Alright, here we go. Ready, Freddy. Okay, 2A zoning, but not in the sort of Jimbo fashion. Jimbo was mostly comfortable with 2Aing like when his opponent showed like they were minus to prevent movement. Seeing more of a proactive usage of it with Toothpaste right now. Okay, we're going with the standard, the bog standard. Earthquake slap. Jesus Christ, what a DP. Just goes in there, slides to the
just
jam.
stabbed.
Wow.
Didn't have the frames to activate the CE there.
Remember the name.
Wow, this smothering play from Toothpaste is proving to be an exquisite challenge for Feremuntrus, who seems to be probably tired of Hao at this point. Like playing 2 different styles of Hao too. One is like Jimbo played full screen almost the entire game, just played incredibly annoying zoning. With
that
punishment
6
game.
feet outzoned Zos's longest movie.
Oh my god, was that a punish? That's so gross. Wow.
Dang, he is kind of jiggy with it.
This is actually brutal. This is.
They are definitely kind of jiggy with it.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Oh
my god. And
that's a sick combo. It did 30 damage.
hey, it was free real estate. Shoot the leg. Okay, oh, man. Doing such a good job controlling the temp. Oh my god. What is. Toothpaste is on some real shit right now. Every guess, every attack calculated perfectly. Incredible play. Okay, slowing it down a little bit. Doesn't get a punish off of that 1B, so probably going to be regretting that a little bit.
The curse proc right there. Not going to really work. But as you could see, oh my gosh, the defense from Toothpaste actually kind of crispy. I like it.
Oh, clean whip punishment once again.
Oh,
there's
man.
that mid screen. Oh my god, that's gonna be it. It's all she wrote, right?
Oh yeah, and Feremuntrus with 2 sticks.
Yo, shout outs to the final rollback beta.
For Sam. Please, have it be good. I want to play some Sam Show.
I think it's coming out pretty soon, or like nowish, right?
Really? They delayed it only like 2 weeks?
Said his baby look like a fraud in this matchup. Says Jimbo. I don't know. Like I think you both play it really well, but like I'm feeling this like Jesus Christ, you cannot get out of the forest today.
Battle 1. Fight.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta go hiking in the woods and run into a drunk guy.
Actually, I was thinking I thought you were gonna make a Link's Awakening reference, which would have been really rad. It'd be like, yo, I found the raccoon.
Hey, yo.
And he kept making me go in circles until I gave him some mushrooms.
Dude, that just sounds like an average Thursday night, bro. Where I was in the forest and I thought it was a raccoon, probably some homeless dude.
Yeah, actually, it's Zas doing some sick oki on your ass right now.
It's like, why am I on the floor? Oh my gosh, I didn't kill. Oh, he's dead.
Oh, punish! Oh my god!
He living.
Next second, okay. We are confirming that there is justice in this universe. Talk to the hand. Pull in.
Okay, that's gonna be a punish, but not something too big.
Sock him. Rock him. Oh, nice nitty kick though. Frame 1 gets up and shows that they want to give him the soul.
Oh my gosh, 6B. It just punishes everything. Oh, that's gonna be a lot of damage.
Oh, this is dead.
Yep. Bunk. Feremuntrus seems to have gotten the tempo side, and I think that's helping him a lot with the for this game right now.
Yeah. And before it's just getting run over and getting whip punished a lot. Now it's a little bit more in their favor, but still scrappy. I'm not quite feeling that this is completely dominant just yet. I feel like there's an opportunity here, but we'll see what happens when you have the health lead, because that's really what kind of forces you to play really smooth. Is whenever you're like, hey, I don't have to worry about anything, you're great.
Oh my gosh.
Speaking of, oh my god,
okay,
oh, kick again, but no follow up.
Good.
Push for the mental
break. Oh, that hits anti-air.
Nice block, but no punish. Jesus Christ.
Okay, soul charge from both players. That's gonna be huge. No, it could have been huge. Oh my gosh. Hello. See, people keep saying it's reactable, but I've never seen anyone react to it like as
it's reactable if you're not reacting to
the other
Warrior's focus.
Yeah.
Well, no, because Warrior's focus is the problem. Because it's when you have. Oh, okay, I can't comment. I can't even like do it analysis. Like literally just instantly evaporate in 15 seconds.
Oh
my god, what a speed run.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's crazy.
So let's see if Toothpaste is able to close it out now and go to Grands, or Feremuntrus could take this game and stay alive a little longer. We got Spark.
Soul charge. But, okay, but
chip.
No rage explosion at then.
Just DP!
Jesus Christ.
Just DP!
Oh, got the piece? What are you doing?
Oh my gosh, just going for that, yeah.
I would think you're gonna be forced to just deal with that as mid combo. Oh, punish! No, not quite. 6B just out of range.
They really want that lethal hit.
They really do.
Oh, we're going to try to go for the CE finish. Oh, can't be too cheeky. There's a soul charge.
But outside of rage explosion range.
No, just one hit will do it.
Yeah, powered
unless
up
Feremuntrus can take it. Oh, that's huge. No.
Nothing.
Oh, decides to step. Oh, the AA. That was so risky with the AA punish. It's like not I-12, but dang, 3-0, Toothpaste favor.
Damn. Toothpaste really
crispy.
Proved me wrong, man. That was dominant. Like, just absolutely.
Gatekeep.
You're all boss.
What's a Haohmaru quote that fits? I don't know.
I'm drunk and I'm gonna hit people with my sword.
I have my sword, my sauce.
Oh yeah, I have my sword and my sauce.
Was that losers finals?
Yeah.
That was losers final.
That was 3-0.
This is grands?
We are in grands.
This is a grand finals with Toothpaste and Jimbo.
Oh my god.
As someone who's like the premier scholar on WNFs, I genuinely never thought that 5 years later into this game we would see these two in a West Coast based tournament for the most part, especially given that the initial wave of like PNW WNF was like it wasn't happening on like at all. We switched to Parsec almost on behest exclusively because PNW asked us. And Jimbo playing from way over in like I think Virginia or something.
Yeah,
like
I think he's Sova or MDVA.
Yeah, Sova or something. That's like crazy, man. Like this is coast to coast caliber, and Yeah, you would have never said like, because I would have been like, ah, yeah, no,
Bro, this is
Sig,
color war.
Yo, you can't. They're not stealing each other's colors, are they?
Oh, the 2v.
Well,
man.
hey. It's got time to go for something cool. I think we're gonna see some choke out. You know. I want to see nothing but guest characters. This is the DLC bracket. You don't. This is pay to win. This game is now 5 years later pay to win, guys.
True. It's Hwang time.
Yeah. Like there's only gonna be Hwang after this. Like you have to pay to play this game. Sorry. No what to tell you, man. You've had 5 years. All right, this is insane. This is actually going to be super volatile and probably I'm feeling the 2B pick here because you're going to be actually well if you with 6BB neutral you're just going to die. So never mind.
We just slide in those DMs.
All right. Crispy, get in there.
That's one analysis point. You need 9. I think the check marks are 3, 4, 6, 7, and 9, I believe. Or I think he has a lethal. I don't know if 2B has a lethal hit for every analysis point up to 9.
I don't think so.
Oh
no way!
okay.
What happened? What choice did Toothpaste
Jesse
make?
jumped.
Yeah, but like, why? What was there to be afraid of? I'm so confused. All right, here we go. Gourds attacks the legs. It's kind of funny though. This is the one stage where I think you're not really allowed to leverage the strengths of Haohmaru because you don't get much place to move. But hey, the dream? Nah, that thing doesn't move very far. For Senpu, okay, interesting.
Okay.
Not very good.
Shit. Yeah, Haohmaru's damage isn't the sauciest.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, wait, what?
There it is.
Good wall splat.
All right. Nice.
Bro, just slide in.
How in the hell do you get that? Like, you know, I was like, Kira Buckland, I love you. Send tweet.
Kira Buckland also voices another character in this.
Yeah, Talon.
Yes.
So it balances
Tira.
out.
Or was it? Or is it
I thought it
May?
was Talon.
I think May
it's all three.
Oh, the surprise DP, nobody expects it.
Yep.
I'm loving this like SF2 mindset, by the way. I mean,
Yeah.
SF6 mindset.
Just TP. Just TP, bro.
Oh, blocks it out. You gotta be careful. Oh, that was so sauce. That was sauced as hell. Oh.
Damn.
You know what's kind of funny on counter hit? 2B is really good. Just
Yeah,
grounds
no,
you.
it's like they designed the character that way, right?
I remember we used to make that joke, but like at the time I was too stupid to understand what made it good. Dun. Okay, here we go. Warriors focus, still terrorizing every toe in the universe. Game
Oh, the
push ahead.
GI.
Good night, sweet
Oh,
prince.
no.
Oh, well played. I knew it was gonna be a 2B favorite, but I wasn't expecting like post GI to be really the talk of the town here when it came to ringouts.
Damn.
I didn't say anything yet.
All right, the podcast is on. Are we considering going to Korean barbecue? Are we sticking with Japanese alcoholism in the month of October? They're both on the opposite sides of the spectrum. One guy doesn't drink. Okay, never mind. I'm completely wrong. This is now officially a game that you can play on launch. We have the ultimate King of
Nightmare
Fraudulence.
pick.
Nightmare is incredible against 2B. Nightmare completely and utterly trivializes all of AGS and is able to punch the... It just does, like, you know, he's able to play the same game, which is like, hey, crazy risk reward. We'll see how this goes. Wow, what an opening gambit from Jimbo, though.
Okay, plus 10.
The
Oh my gosh.
Let's go! Right, though, but you let Nightmare get a whip punish, though. He's going to take a chunk of change, but... Okay.
Oh, didn't hold it. Still. Oh, that's huge.
Michael
Oh,
Bazooka
tries
with
to
a
go for the
stutter.
reset.
Oh, 9 points.
Oh, he's.
But you're dead.
He's dead. He's dead.
You're dead.
Oh,
Never mind. You live.
Oh, we suck.
Oh, 2B. It's
Oh
too
my
good.
gosh.
Shut
Oh yeah.
All right. Full screen. Wow, good play. Not overly reliant on AGS, showing that you can just play with the stronger well, you can abuse the fact that there is no -12 punish, actually, quite well with 2B. So maybe this isn't his doghouse, but in terms of the good nights.
What? Wait, what is going on?
What happened? What was that? What was that? What
excuse
just
me?
happened? What just happened? We just saw the absolute most pinnacle anomaly I've ever seen in this game. What the hell just happened? How did he get out of that?
Oh my goodness, what? I thought your was it because of the lethal hit? Because they were back turned, so it's not a
die.
knockdown?
You're dead. You lethal hit, you explode. That's it. You get the RO. That they just hopped out of that shit.
Oh my goodness.
All right, there we go. It's crazy. It's been like what 2 or 3 years since WNF reached the PNW. It's happening again. Picks the nightmare. Gets a bad ring out situation, possibly.
Yeah,
maybe the tides are turning.
Oh.
No, not quite. It's okay.
Oh no! Oh, that's a tech trap. Is that a CE after? No. Oh.
We go in the distance. No, we're not.
No.
We are.
Oh. Okay.
Oh. I think he ran out of juice just in time. Oh my god.
That was the most spaghetti 2 minutes I've ever witnessed in my life. Game's been out for 5 years.
Oh my god, we're seeing the absolute penultimate jank. If you're wondering why you're not playing this game for 5 years, you might have just saw why.
Oh my god, we just don't guess? Oh.
Okay.
Okay, we got block punishes. We got... Oh my gosh, and that's gonna be a CE.
Yeah, there we go, that's it. I think. It's gonna be the game.
And then... Boink.
I just found out via the internet that the voice actress for English Sophie is also the voice actress for my main in Grand Blue.
Well,
Erica Limbeck?
It's crazy.
Jimbo Nation.
Welcome to the stage of history retold.
All right.
Hot.
The nightmare pick. I honestly didn't seem too bad. Didn't seem that polarizing.
Yeah, I just think that the mix-up game was heavily in Jimbo's favor, but the whiff punishes were like crazy good.
Well, unfortunately, missing also the AGA or the BGA or BGB, whatever.
ABA, yeah.
Yeah, the ring out was also tragic. We'll see though. Thinking about yes, it's time for Korean barbecue at an FGC meetup.
I'm always down for that. Hit me up.
I hate it. It's like I want something other than KBBQ, bro. Except at our local, if we're still doing it. That's because it's the only place that's open. All right, here we go. Same stage, different decor. All right, gives me a sticky hand.
Yeah, this. Okay, we got. I think this is the more comfortable pick, I believe, for Toothpaste.
Yeah, but to like check off the rust of not playing this character entire bracket, rough stuff. We'll see though, because like this is the thing, you're playing against 2B, who's like the Blitzkrieg character. You got no. Well, I guess you know
that.
All right. Good positioning by Jimbonator, still keeping up the pressure, knowing that the opponent wants to get out of the quarter, but punching.
Oh my
slicing,
gosh.
dicing.
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Oh yeah.
Smothered. Couldn't do it against Nightmare. Now abusing it like absolutely crazy against the Hwang right now. AGS in there. But just like that. Back in the sky.
Oh, try to go for the back turn, but couldn't jump over 2B for some reason.
Oh, what a solid counterplay. Damn.
Oh, great stopping it, but...
All right, here we go.
Okay, that's going to be a block punish. No, we jumped though? Wait, that's a huge tech trap. Oh my gosh.
All right, here we go.
Oh my god, the 2A again.
Do it again.
+2 situation. Gets out. Not gonna punish. And...
Oh, 2A.
Okay, this is Jimbo's pretty much tournament point right now. Let's see if Toothpaste is able to bring it back with the comfort pick. Gonna have to be a lot more careful. Gonna have to, you know, make it work out. The -9 gain coming in clutch. Look at that damage.
All right. Wow, you're gonna go -9.
And soul charge.
That's crazy.
Wait,
oh, the
wait.
memes.
Okay.
No way. Not,
no
nothing.
block punish. Oh, that's well. Okay.
All right, here we go.
Plus frames.
Oh,
Okay, the
Triple
aggression.
A.
Oh. Being able to play comfortably and. Happy 5 years, everyone.
yo.
Happy 5 years.
That was so sick, dude. What a way to end the tournament, bro. Woo.
What is it?
Wow.
Damn.
Damn, Jimbo. Damn. Wow, that was cool as shit, man.
What a character, what a player.
Yeah. GG's indeed.
Well, that was some cool shit.
That was super cool.
That was some pretty cool shit.
All right, well, let me add these players to the bracket. Also, we have 13 codes remaining. I know that people have been doing the heavy lifting, bench pressing the living crap out of this bench match arena, but you can always give free money because we want to be better than EU. Remember, 5 years, 5 more years of being better than EU. Come on, let's go.
I'm down with that.
I was gonna say,
It's a sad thing.
in honor of Flo's memory, we have to be better than EU.
Yeah, that's true. We can't let the country that had Dan the Nightmare be better than us. I'm sorry. It's just not a thing. We can't let that slide. Yeah, I watched that VOD again. Oh, man. What a fucking legend that guy was. Man, that's so bittersweet too, because it's like, you know, I think especially with SoulCalibur 6, the tethers to SC6 are like, especially like the Evo statistics actually proved it. SC6 is the game that is the least shared amongst all other games. We are very strange. we are like our own island because I think we just, we like our game. But yeah, losing one of the like true OGs of the game, and of just of the kind of like, frankly, the oral historians of the FGC as a whole as we know it, at this early is like that's rough, man. I don't.
Yeah,
it's just gotta Calibur's really no stranger to this in some sort of not sort of, very tragic sense, but yeah, it makes you think. It's like that's why you got to keep your games alive, because you never know. Because I think especially with like games like this, right? Like fighting games attract people who go really hard. You never know. You just
Also,
don't know.
For reference, if you don't know, this YouTube video. Oh wait, did it? No, hold on. Shit. Okay, well, hold on. Let me get the one that's not marked. Okay, whatever. That's full. So there's the full video description. Probably one of the most ridiculous and interesting and hilarious stories of all FGC. Hearing where fucking someone's salt goes so deep that they betray their own country. Absolutely wild. And yeah, and it's just you don't get that anymore, because all this stuff it's all just 100% like you said, oral history. So
yeah. And I'd like to underline this with that. It's not that the FGC is going soft and that's why we don't have these stories anymore. I'll be honest with you, that's not the case. It's actually because back in the day, early Twitch, people wanted to carve out their livelihoods in the space that they were occupying. And in fighting games especially, we wanted to make this our living. Especially pre-COVID, the 09ers run into basically the twilight years of that before before COVID hit. Man, you just you went to everything, you talked about everything, you tried to remember everything, because that's what you had to make something that was because Flo made it as a streamer, and part of that is because he worked his ass off, and he was also an insane competitor too. But a lot of this stuff is work. It's not. It doesn't simply percolate. A lot, frankly, these WNFs, right? Thank God Chunk records them, because, I lost almost all of WNF offline
on my end because I was stupid. I forgot how VODs actually worked on Twitch. And just being able to maintain that over long stretches of time, like I hate this. I don't say this disparagingly, but people like Flo were definitely cut from a different cloth in the sense of the drive to preserve was definitely higher than what I think the average person does here. We have them still, but it's becoming economically unfeasible to do so. So it's like, it's never been, FGC shit's never been economically feasible, but now it's getting really, really hard. So yeah, hard stuff. Anyway, we got any announcements or anything like that?
East Coast Throwdown will be happening this weekend.
ECD.
Yeah. I believe there is a SoulCalibur 6 side tournament happening. I do not know if it has stream time. I'm going to assume no. If that changes, Twitter will let us know. But yeah. Other than that, there's not much else. There's kind of just going on. I'll be out here next week. It'll be how close is? Okay, so not anywhere really near close to Halloween. So, I can't really.
It's after Halloween.
No, it's before. Next week is the 25th.
Yeah, and then Tuesday is Halloween the next week.
Yeah, the next week. So yeah,
it.
Sorry, so two WNS, but yeah. But I was gonna say there's no chance of doing a Halloween tournament, but I think someone was doing a Kaz Halloween tournament sometime soon.
You know,
is Party
we're
Wolf
gonna have
doing
to
it
talk to Party Wolf if he's gonna do it again, because he is the keeper of the true tradition.
That's all for him. Up to him. If he doesn't want to do it, he doesn't have to. But also,
we can always have a belated Halloween tournament. We do have the spookiest game known to me.
Yeah, that shit's scary. You never know if your combo's gonna magically drop, and Nightmare will just randomly jump, preventing a ring out.
That was insane. Like genuinely crazy.
Game
absolutely
blows?
Terrifying.
The game's awesome. Don't spit on the child of Okubo who gave us a hug and ratioed my ass.
That is true.
It's okay. We want
SoulCalibur 6 is my favorite Kuso game.
This game isn't that Kuso. It is. But
yeah.
It sucks because like this game has always been Kuso. People just don't remember it as such. Because man, when I was watching like Triple S, I was seeing some stuff and I'm like, this is actually making me violent. People defend these games as being honest. When I'm seeing verticals everywhere. And this is a game where you could block while stepping, dude. Like it's bad. Like it was crazy. But no, I mean it's Calibur. You play this game for the thrills. Nobody likes a truly honest game anyway. If we like that, we would play like I don't know, footsies. That game's honest. But yeah, I don't know. It's just we're just kind of I don't know. It's like I feel like we're slowing down. But then I play bracket and I'm like no, one day I'm gonna sit the fuck down and actually grind this game, and then I'll be like, I will not be gatekept by you or you. You know, we'll see though. But yeah. Anyway, I hope everybody has a good. I don't know. It's like this is like dead time before Halloween. Pre-Halloween? Is there such thing as pre-gaming Halloween?
Just preparing your
costumes.
I don't know.
National Cosplay Day. Like.
Then
I don't know.
Technically National Cosplay Day.
Like
in any case, yeah. Well, again, I'll be out here next week. So again, if you want to join, I recommend following me on Twitter. If you don't have a Twitter, best of the way is you can go and join our Discord. You can get that through the link there, or you can go onto the Start GG page and there's a link to join the Discord there. I post the link to the next bracket, usually on Tuesdays now, because it's usually when it comes out. And it's a free to enter tournament, so if you're ever interested, you can just join and sign up, and as long as your connection to the Parsec servers is good enough, you're good to go, and that's really all you need.
Or if you don't have to play on software mode. I can't believe I lost a rubber beef when he was gimped. I'm so mad.
I don't know about.
Should have teabagged harder.
I couldn't. I went for this gamble. Like you won't believe this shit. I was so stupid. Post soul charge. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna box step backwards and to the left to like avoid him going for 660 because I could feel that he wanted. And I just got hit by it and I died and I was just like, I'm fucking stupid. I should have just pressed left. Should have just walked away instead of being like, I'm gonna be fancy and go for 2 options. Should have just committed to the cause, and I fucked up.
I love it when we commit to the cause.
Yeah. All right. Well, 11 codes remaining, but I'm gonna pay it out because I want to eat some foodies, and I might get called into work. I'm not sure. We'll find out.
Bro.
Dude, I found out that I was supposed to be working today, and I'm like, and even they were saying, I was like, you never work Wednesdays. I was like, I know that.
Is that what that call we heard earlier before we started was about?
Yeah, no, my coworker was like, are you coming in? I'm like, what do you mean I'm coming in? It's Wednesday. It's literally what I said. But I guess I was supposed to because I'm trying to like finagle some PTO thing, but I goofed that up, so I'm about to get a fat write-up for my misjudging of time. I was not Zasalamel today.
Oopsie.
Damn, best of luck, friend.
Make that work.
I mean, it's not fine. It's just more like...
It is what it is at this point.
Yeah, it is what it is. But hey, listen, I would rather be here than being having to deal with... I don't know. I don't want to say it on stream because actually I found out that my regional district... the regional district manager of my area saw me on Evo at Evo. Hey, I saw you at Evo. I'm like, what do you mean you saw me at Evo? You were there? It's like, no, I saw you on stream. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot you're FGC, bro. Yeah, that was kind of cool. But yeah, I've outed myself as like, they know where I'm at. They can definitely fire me for it. Whatever. Anyway.
All right. Well, thank you to everyone for coming out and playing. Congratulations to our top 3. Jimbo for taking first, Toothpaste in second, and Feremuntrus in third. Big shouts out to everyone who donated to make this Matcherino package. Big shouts out to Graffiti Souls who put in 300 on their own before we even started.
Crazy.
That's $60 a year. That's crazy.
That's absolutely wild. So big shouts out to that, and also for everyone else, Vocal Evolution, Palm Trees, anyone else who donated, and everyone who used those free codes. Very much appreciate it, and so do the players. Thanks to all the players who coming out for playing, whether or not you actually got to play or not. Appreciate the attempt.
Womp.
And then and then thank you to my commentators, Beanie, Thuggish, JJJ, Konmai, Nemo. Very much appreciate your help as always.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Thanks for keeping it alive, man.
Yeah, again, if you missed any of the matches or want to watch them again, I upload all of these to YouTube. It definitely won't be up tomorrow because I will not be home until like 9 or 10. Actually, probably 10. So I'll probably upload this VOD on Friday, so you'll have to wait a little bit longer, but oh well. Sometimes I have to work very long hours for literally no extra pay.
Damn.
Anyway, yeah, so thank you very much. We're going to go raid someone who is currently streaming on Twitch. I don't know who
Is anybody else playing this game?
Well, that's what I always first check, but Twitch isn't even showing it to me at this point, which is it's great. God, it feels great.
We got 2 Game Lee. Watched all over the almighty ones until they vary from.
We need to find a Suika game streamer.
Should be easy. Let's see. Where is Guildhouse in their bracket? They're at losers final. The same people from last week, so yeah, just like our local. Smash is still doing their other Guildhouse are still doing the Smash Ultimate. Iron Mouse is doing Suika game.
Hey, yo!
Could send you all off to her. Or could send you off to Mataro, who's playing Wizard with a Gun. All of that sounds fantastic, not gonna lie.
Wizard with a gun, let's go.
But yeah, also I'm not going to start talking about Matara coming back because that's oh boy, I cannot express the joy in my heart. You don't even know. I'm just gonna go send you over back to Guild Houses again.
All right.
Because that's my local. They're the homies. Anyway, yeah. So thank you everyone for coming. Very much appreciate it. We'll be back here again next week, same time, same place. So if you enjoyed it, I will see you then. Otherwise, enjoy the rest of your week. Stay safe, be kind and everything. And because it's October, I also hope that you have a very spoopy evening.
Spooped.
That's my favorite word. All right. Thanks everyone. Later and bye bye.